Because I didn't turn my audio back up like a jackass. There we go. All right. So welcome in, everybody. Like I said before, even though you guys couldn't hear it. Right? There we go. Pro
Why do you
streamer,
share?
yes,
I
100%.
sent you a share chat, by the way. I don't know if you're able to do it.
Yeah, let me get to that too.
Just so I don't have to keep swapping streams.
Yeah.
Very mysterious indeed. We thought you wanted to read our lips instead of actually listening to us.
It's a guessing game.
Mm.
Or you know what? I can just go to your stream. I keep forgetting this shit. Oh, I'm so ill prepared right now, I feel like. Sorry, guys.
Let's see what happens when we get a week off.
Flying by the seat of your pants. We love it that way.
Every single episode starts this way. It's okay.
It's always like the
What?
first few
Yeah.
minutes we have to
Yeah.
figure everything out to get it set, and then once we're set, we're good to go.
Either my shit's
To
not
be
working
honest,
right or your shit's not working right.
this just is very much like my stream, so I get it. Feels like home.
We're so prepared, but so
So
unprepared.
Whiskey
all at the same
Monster,
time.
aka Catwoman, how are you? How has your week been?
Oh, it's been splendid. Thank you. How has your week been?
Pretty good. Why can't I find you? Smoky.
What's up?
MishMish, how's your week been? How are you, lovely?
My week has been a little bit busy, but it's been okay.
I feel that.
I feel that as well.
Right?
Can I do it this way? I did. I knocked.
I
Waiting
think.
for you to accept the host.
Oh my goodness. This website sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
That doesn't even pop up.
Yeah, I'm just clicking join because obviously I can just join yours.
Right here. I just sent one. You have to like click it in the notification box, or otherwise it just like doesn't work right.
This is so actually pretty annoying right now.
That's the reason why streaming together is nice, is because it does it for you.
Do agree with that. I did a bunch of
Yeah, typically I would, but with the four of us, I don't have it set up for four people. I only have it set up for three.
Yeah.
Just because I did not have the time this week at all to try and set up another slot and do all the extra stuff for it. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go in Discord and we'll work it out.
That's fair.
And now I'm kind of wishing I had.
You know? Advantages and disadvantages to both, I'd say.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mega is actually the Mad Hatter Chaos.
Yeah, and
I like the
this
Aussie
jacket-
vibe though.
Yeah, honestly, the Aussie works.
Yeah, I kind of like that though.
The jacket's not gonna last long. I'm telling you, I'm already warm as shit. But I'll definitely keep the hat and the glasses on. I'm good with that.
That's fair. The hat makes the outfit, let's be honest. Oh, definitely a steampunk vibe, mama.
I was ill prepared for the occasion.
Look, that sweatshirt looks super comfy, not gonna lie. Look at that thing.
I'm still festive with it.
Very festive.
Yeah, I see you. Hold on. Leave and join this session. Yeah.
Are we good now?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. I think we're good now.
Do we got shared chat on? No, I don't.
Yeah, I see chaos. Yeah, no, I see chaos. He just types in my little.
Yeah, but it's not showing me. Usually it shows me which chat someone's talking from.
Yeah, that does usually show as like one of the
Yeah,
badges.
yeah.
Yes, my name is
There we
Selena.
go. There we go. Now it's working the way I wanted to. Okay. Alrighty then. Sorry for the hold up, guys. I'm trying to get everything set perfect,
Yeah,
even
no,
though that
mine's.
hardly ever happens. But okay, welcome in. Welcome here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, MishMish and WhiskeyMonstah for being here. I appreciate you guys for
There we go.
wanting to do this with us.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting us.
So, same question I do for everybody right off the bat. Um, we'll go MishMish first, and then we'll go whiskey. So,
Great. Now I have time to think about it.
no, what what got you into food and drink streaming and or streaming if you want to do like a double duo?
I wasn't part of any streaming. I came as a person in with the DJs, and that's what I did.
Oh,
And
okay.
many people, because they became friends with me on Twitch, they became friends with me on IG, and many people saw that I can cook, so they was asking me for recipes, asking me for can you just do one stream and show us this and that, and I finally gave in and I did one stream, and I was great with one stream. I didn't need any to do. I didn't want to stream anymore. I was done with the one stream. But my mod came down and was like, no, I need you to stream some more." So that's when I started streaming. But I wasn't pulled into food and drink for a very long time. Rusty and Auntie Kanara is the one who brought me into food and drink because they were in my streams.
Yes, love it. Love it. Because I'm pretty sure I met you before you started doing the cooking streams. Or right around that time when you first had started because I've known you for a little while now. I'm just not always around like I would like to be.
Yeah. It's been come December, it'll be 5 years. I've been streaming as a
That's
cook
November for
Yep. Yep. I'm
November
going
for
on
me is 5
6.
years.
I'm going on 6 this January will be my 6th year.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been around for a little while, causing a
Love
little
it.
bit of trouble.
I
Love it.
have
Whiskey, what
usually.
got so same question. What got you into food and drink and into streaming?
Sure. Well, I'll tell you, if you had asked me 5, 6 years ago if I'd be doing this, I would tell you you were crazy. Uh, about, I guess we're talking about early 2021. I had just had a big break in work, January, and I had been looking forward to playing the new Call of Duty for a while. So I hopped on Call of Duty, and in a random, I met some random players on Call of Duty who said, "Oh, by the way, do you want to join us in playing some games? And by the way, we're streaming on Twitch and we're on Discord." And I just said, "I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right.
No, like you were talking a foreign language to me." And within, I think, a couple weeks, I was on Twitch. I was on Discord, just as a Call of Duty fan player, but not streaming. By within 2 weeks from that, I had started Call of Duty streaming. So mid-February, I was mid to late February, and I was affiliated in 10 days.
Nice.
And I did that for months. But at the same time, I built a Discord community was posting my food, and similar to Mish over here, people just kept saying, "Wait a second, you made this? This is just a picture? We want to see you stream it." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're crazy. You
Hmm.
know, I'm already doing Call of Duty streams. You expect me to put a camera in my kitchen?" I do have a very tiny kitchen, let me tell you. Difficult for streaming, but by September of 2021, I did my first food and drink stream, and it's kind of just evolved from there. But that's when I started just over 4 years ago in the food and drink community, and never gone back really. I retired from Call of Duty streaming quite a while ago. So
Nice.
yeah.
Because I pretty much started the same way, just like, I got into Warzone. We've talked about it before a couple of times. So it was I think that's kind of what everyone started with when it came out in the COVID era, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's definitely part of the reason why I kind of clung on to it. Not, had a lot more extra time back then, that's for sure.
Mhm. Right. So what has been your favorite dish that you've done, Mish, on your stream thus far? One that you're like, I might need to go back and do that again. That was so good.
It's very hard because a lot of things I get it's really good, and I really go back and do it again. But I think the thing that I made, it was mainly for my son. He wanted meatloaf. I've never made meatloaf before. We didn't really
Really?
eat that.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't really eat that. My mom was kind of a chef
Smoking and smoke.
herself, so she was kind of we ate we ate different because also I lived out of country before. Um, I lived out of country, then moved back to country. So
Okay.
we had a different taste bud, so I didn't have that a lot. So I made it, but I made it with lamb, and then I made my own ketchup. And so uh, my
Okay.
son was like, "That's it, that's it right there." So yeah, meatloaf. When I made meatloaf.
Nice. How about you, Whiskey?
Oh, that, as Mish said, that's a very tough question. One thing I've absolutely loved about streaming, which I was already doing before, but it's definitely pushed me to another level of creating dishes I'd never done before, like Mish. I've actually never made meatloaf myself. I got really close once. My community, I was doing an 80s theme stream, and meatloaf was the second dish to have enough votes, but another dish got it, which is a chicken Kiev. And
Yum.
I will say, I didn't even know what chicken Kiev was before my community, suggested it. And goddamn, the oozing of the butter from the inside of the chicken with the crust and everything. I don't even know that this is my favorite, but I'm just gonna go
Mhm.
with it here. It was absolutely delicious and something I had never eaten before, certainly had never made before, but I crushed it. And that's something that really resonates with me.
Nice. So, so keeping in theme, what was your worst, the worst that you did where it was like a fail and you're like, oh my God, I'm never doing that again.
Are you asking me or Mish?
Mish, Mish
Okay.
first.
Um, I don't even know. Oh, absolutely, I do know. I
Just
would
gotta
not
think about
ever.
it.
I we would not travel down the road of Salisbury steak ever and never ever again. Okay, never ever again will we ever travel down that road. Um, no, it's not tasty. And when I tell you that I can season and do anything to meat, that thing is just not it's not tasty. You can't make me do it, and I would not go down that road. It was horrible. Okay.
Oh.
It was horrible. I mean, it was
Yeah,
edible, but it's nothing about Salisbury steak is going to make me go back down that road.
Fair.
That's hilarious. I can honestly say I've never made Salisbury steak, but after that commentary, I don't ever want to make it.
Mike
I've
can do it
never
better.
made
I've never
It
made it
is.
either.
I've never
It is.
made it, but I do eat the banquet boxed frozen dinner
Stick with that.
Salisbury steak.
That is the best one. Okay, stick with the banquet box one because making it is not the greatest. No, it's not. It's well, like I said, just coming from me, and I promise you, I almost can cook anything, and that right there, no, I would eat it from a box before I'll make it again.
What made
All
it
right.
so not makeable?
It's the meat, right? Because it is ground beef to a certain extent, right? And it's another filler inside of there. Whatever the filler is to try to make it that either square or round, however it is you can buy it, right? When you try to make it and try to find that filler,
Missy's in, let's
that's
go.
probably where it's bad at. Because I can make gravy like nobody's business, right? And I can make mashed potatoes where it goes with, and even green beans, smothered or regular. I can do it all, but that meat process was just it wasn't it. Like it just didn't taste well. Like the filler part is probably the part. Like maybe they do it with just regular beef. It might work out well, but I don't think beef will be able to hold that the flavor that they're trying to create from it, right? Like it's like having brown gravy but your meat already tastes like brown gravy. That's that filler part.
Yeah.
And it doesn't taste like that. So that's what I'm saying. Like, and if you get what I'm saying, like it's already supposed to have a taste and it doesn't have that. So and trying to create it is kind of wild.
So just I always end up doing this. So I just got on Google real quick because I'm just curious, and yeah, they're using ground beef, something sort of canned soup, like a French onion, something that brings
Megabytes.
moisture, breadcrumbs, eggs. So it's kind of almost like a form of meatloaf, but weirder and way more loose.
Yes. So that's what caused me to make meatloaf.
Yeah.
Because my kid asked me, but that's what caused me to make meatloaf. I was just like, I would just rather try meatloaf. If I fell on that, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? We still can eat it. We know what we're eating right there.
Yeah.
Because again, I also I made it with lamb instead of making it with ground beef, right? Like we gonna eat, it's fine. We're still gonna be that wasn't I didn't eat it, you know. And I didn't force my family to do that either. It just
There you go.
no, I didn't do that.
It's meal to make. All right, Whiskey, you're up.
I mean, I have to say another tough question. It's tough to say never again, right? Because I think as food and drink streamers, a lot, we've messed up from time to time. And you
Mm.
wonder, well, was it my mistake or is that just a bad dish? For me, it's more about ingredients that I don't know that I'll ever use again. It's interesting. Mish made meatloaf with lamb. That learned through streaming that I don't really like lamb. I've made about 3 or 4 dishes with lamb, and while it's okay, it just doesn't do it for me. I've made lamb burgers, lamb shanks, you name it, I've made it, and I'll honestly say if I don't have to make lamb again ever, I won't. But another thing I would say but I didn't even really fail at it. It was edible, and I think if you like lamb, you would like the dish. The dishes
Right.
that I made with lamb. I just personally don't really like. Whereas the dish I probably failed the biggest at was last December. I was trying to make homemade tater tots. Tots for Tots. I was doing a stream for raising funds for Starlight charity, and I overcooked the potatoes. So these were essentially mashed potato tots, which I mean didn't taste bad, but they weren't
Right.
tots. So that was my biggest fail, but
Fried mashed
still probably tasted better to me than the lamb that I cooked correctly.
Mhm. So we got a question from chat, uh, and it's kind of for all of us. So we'll kind of do like a round robin. Uh, what's the roughest or hardest dish to make?
Ooh.
I'm gonna let Smokey go first on that one.
Ooh. Artichokes. Fresh
Ooh.
artichokes.
Never made artichoke.
Literally just buy canned artichokes. Save yourself all the effort and time.
I can
It is
honestly
the most
tell.
unrewarding thing in the world, and having to do
Yeah,
like 40 cases of them, I could live my life without ever having to clean another artichoke.
Fair.
yeah, artichokes are definitely tough.
They're just so brutal.
I remember
For such a
making
little,
them.
for such just like a little bulb, and they're so good. Like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, but
Right.
you've seen them fresh, right? How
yeah.
big they
That's
are?
no, that's how we
Like
used to.
they're
We used to get them
huge.
in.
They're like
Yeah,
this
they're
big,
huge. Yeah,
and then you're just trying to get to this little tiny part in the damn
Yep.
middle. Like,
You like use the shell as plating usually, especially when you're doing like fresh roasted artichokes because it's so little meat and it's mainly all shell.
I
But
gotta
yeah,
turn you up a little bit.
that's my pick.
Fair pick right there.
What do you think, Mish?
Beef Wellington.
Oh God, this yeah,
Okay,
that one's very time
okay.
consuming, and you got to get it just
Yeah.
right.
You know, Misha, I got to piggyback on that one because that's really interesting. The beef Wellington is the dish that made my community beg me to start streaming food and drink. I made a beef
Oh,
Wellington for the first time in my life.
Okay.
I made it for myself for Valentine's Day because I wanted to treat myself. I took a picture of it, I posted on my Discord, and that's what made everybody start begging me to do food and drink streams. Let me tell you, beef Wellington, when made right, oh, so delicious. One thing I do not recommend is trying to make beef Wellington in June in 90-degree weather. That puff pastry will disintegrate no matter how much you try to put it in the freezer. I was actually part of a Twitch food competition, and because the host was from Australia, the challenge was to do beef Wellington, and it was June. And it was 90 degrees in my kitchen, probably hotter than that. And
Right.
I almost cried. And
Mm.
did not turn out the way I wanted it to. I knew I could have executed it perfectly had the timing been differently and the circumstances been different. But I will tell you, as much as I love beef Wellington, please don't make it in the summer. Just don't
well,
try.
don't worry. I'm not gonna make it.
Fair.
Yeah, beef Wellington
That's
is
pretty
it.
wild, Chicken Lady. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chicken Lady said she had it at Gordon Ramsay's restaurant.
Yeah, I've always
That's
wanted to
pretty
go and
fucking
try
dope.
it.
I would love to go there.
Mm.
So spaghetti was the reason people asked me to stream. It was my spaghetti.
Was it homemade spaghetti?
Well, yeah.
Whiskey.
Well, I
You
don't
done been
know.
over to you
You
done
could
been
have
over
just
to my I make almost everything homemade except pasta. Now I just started making pasta this year. This year
okay.
I just started making pasta. Nope, it was just that I use really good pasta though. I do, but it's just that I make everything from scratch though. I made the sauce and
Mm.
I got the meat from butchers and all that kind of stuff. So I got it grounded down and all that. That's it.
Well, that
But yeah,
sounds
I just started
delicious.
making pasta this year.
Yeah. No, I actually started making pasta on stream too. I think about a few years ago, and it's not easy, but it's so worth it.
It is
Yeah,
definitely not easy. I have really blew it, but it still tastes good, right? Like, because I still know how
Right.
to, you know what I'm saying? But I've gotten better with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I started off just with hands and not machine, but as soon as I get machine wise, I know that I'll be better with the pasta for sure.
I did that same
Nice.
thing. I started out with just hands, and then I got a KitchenAid, and poof, won't go back to hands. That's for sure.
I
yeah, hand
believe
pasta
that.
is rough. As if you're doing like pappardelle. Pappardelle is pretty simple to do by hand.
That's funny. That's the first
Anything,
pasta
yeah.
I made by hand on
Yeah.
stick.
It's the easiest and best one to make.
Nice.
Right?
Yep.
I figured it would be the most forgiving.
Yes, it is.
It really is. It's very like okay. So I've been I've been thinking more recently.
Wait, did you answer the question?
Did I? Oh, you're right.
No.
I didn't.
You know,
You're
I'm trying to get
absolutely
out
right.
of
I
it.
gotta
Okay.
put you on the spot
I
there,
was.
Chef
I was.
Maria. You can't make us all answer, and you try to skirt the question. I see you.
Damn! I got caught.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Shark was rough for me to work with because I had never worked with it before. So there was definitely like a learning curve. I definitely had to do some research. I definitely had to call a couple of friends up. You know, I was using all the lifelines, if you will. I was calling a friend. You know, I was everything, like everything. Like I wanted to get as much input and information as I could before I even started to work with it. And then even after working with it, I didn't I didn't get any of the desired effect that I wanted or was going for. So to me, that's something that I would never personally work with again, just because I
Mm,
didn't like I tried a few different things too, like how I marinated it. Because no matter what, I found out that you have to let it marinate for at least 8 hours in like milk or buttermilk to remove the ammonia from it or ammonia smell from it.
ooh.
Because sharks, if you know anything about sharks, sharks secrete through their skin. So it's basically within the meat itself too at the end of the day. So in order to get rid of that, you have to soak it in milk for at least 8 hours, and then we patted it dry, we grilled it, we pan fried it, we oven roasted it, and I didn't like any of it at all the way it came out, and I was very like, yeah, shark is not, mm-mm, no, won't do it again.
I've never made shark, but I have no desire to after that. Mish, I think you're muted. I don't know if you were talking. Sorry.
Yeah, she is.
I am muted because it is dying refrigerator. I don't
Honestly,
want to
I
everybody.
can't hear it. I can't hear it.
I don't hear it either.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I thought everybody heard it. That's why I keep putting myself on mute. I was like, I don't need nobody to
It,
hear the dying
it's
refrigerator.
probably disturbing you more than us, but I definitely can't hear it at all.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever
I
works.
want shark doesn't it's beautiful when it's cut. But because I know that you have to use so many things to remove the ammonia, I was like, you got to do all that I don't want. Like it's too much
Right.
to do. And especially and then it's expensive to do that, right? So like you need to know what you're gonna do with it because it is expensive.
Oh yeah.
Right. And I would hate to go through all of that and still come out with a product I didn't like. That would be,
That
Yeah.
you didn't like,
I
yeah.
mean,
yeah.
there was people that liked it, and they're like, oh, you know, it's okay, it's pretty good. But it was nothing that I was like, this is something that I would sell on a regular basis or do on a regular basis. That's like a one and done. Like I probably, like I said, I'll probably never do it again. Just because there's so many other fish that I could be using for a seafood product that's much better.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Yep.
I mean, there's sea bass, there's grouper, lobsters, crab. You know, there's so many things out there, and
I like a lot of that.
you know what's funny though? It's so funny that some of the I really want I no disrespect to fish, but some of the ugliest fish are really good.
Hey,
Catfish.
don't don't don't
Delicious.
don't you look shame my fish, all right?
Respectfully, fish. I'm sorry you're ugly, but you're delicious.
You know
So
what? Fish don't gotta be pretty. You know. Making all
But
the
yeah,
fish out there self-conscious now.
I know. I actually, I like that hoodie now that I actually seen it all.
That's like 10 minutes later. Come on, dude.
But I couldn't see it earlier. I couldn't barely see it when he was sitting there, and then
Fair.
when he walked back, I actually saw it.
What's that?
The hoodie.
Oh,
So, next question. What is one of your guys' hardest struggles thus far on Twitch? And I'll still be able to hear. I'm just running to grab a beer.
Can't slow down the beer. Let's go.
his new rule is he's not allowed to get off camera without asking a question because he takes like 10 pee breaks an episode.
Look, while he does that, and while MishMish8 gives us a glorious response to this question, I'm gonna put myself on mute while I get ready for another cocktail.
Mrs.
Well,
Mediocre.
for
MishMish8,
me,
you're up.
it's just
That was there. Okay.
yeah.
What's
I'm
up,
here, I'm
Boogie?
here.
Oh, Boogie.
I think having new people come around, and I think having just more new people come around. I struggle in food and drink because sometimes of the dishes that I make, um, I'm categorized as one thing, and I have to let people know like I can cook anything, and
Right.
I have all the right flavors and the seasonings and everything to do it. For instance, we just made a North African spice blend,
Delicious.
and I had everything inside of the cabinet, and I didn't even realize it that I had everything inside the cabinet. So, it's the people sometimes to come around and to hang out to actually get to know who I am. I just don't do soul food all the time. I can do anything. Now I'm really good at soul food. It's hands down, it's very hard to beat me at soul food. But that is not the only thing that I can do. I can do multiple things. So that's probably the hardest thing is to get people to come around and see that I can do multiple things.
Oh, you know what? I wonder. Oh, it's not there no more. Maybe we fixed it, or somebody fixed it. I don't know. Because there was an echo, I guess. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, nope, there it goes. Oh, it is MishMish8.
Is it me?
Yeah,
Let me make sure.
you're catching our feedback from hearing us. Because you don't have an earpiece or anything, do you?
Nope. I'm just using my mic. Regular mic. Hold on. Let me just make sure I got the right mic on.
Sugar-free Jolly Ranchers and coffee. Oh man.
Let's see. My mic it might be going through my camera instead of going through my actual mic. Because
See,
that
it sounds
sometimes
fine
happens.
now.
Yep, that's what it is. Here we go.
Okay,
It's okay. We
good
should be
deal.
better. Are we still?
Yeah.
It's still.
No, that actually sounds a lot better. I just gotta turn you up.
It's the
There
Okay.
you
same.
go.
All
Perfect.
right.
That
Yeah,
e-
no.
that actually sounds better too.
Hey, listen, I can fix myself sometimes.
Wins. It's the wins.
So did everybody hear? Was everybody able to hear what I said?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure because, okay.
No, but now it definitely sounds like our intro mic.
We could just. Wait. What? What do you got to fix about me? What's wrong with me? I mean, I know I got it. I gotta get my teeth fixed, but we ain't talking about that. I'm actually waiting on insurance, and to make sure that my wife is clear from the cancer stuff before we go spending more money to fix my mouth.
Well, I'm waiting on insurance too, because of being just retiring. I ain't never had to go get any other insurance. So now I have to wait till open season. And so I'm waiting on open season so we can get dental and vision, which is crazy.
Sorry, I'm trying to fix my music here, which is just aggravating the hell out of me. Whoa, that was so loud. What's up, Law? Okay, there we go. No, we're good. God made you in his image, bro. Yeah. My insurance doubled this year because my state government is awful. Oof. I know my insurance it changed a little bit. How to fix your mouth, just give me the soap. Ooh, mama's house. That is, I am a potty mouth, but dang. Yeah, I know what you mean, Chaos. Um, what are you making over there, cat lady? The evil glare.
I'm making a cocktail called Old Gotham.
Okay, what's in it? Tell us about it.
Sure. It has about half an ounce of simple syrup, a few dashes of Angostura bitters, 2 ounces of rum, and a large ice cube stirred. And here it is.
Okay.
Cheers, chat.
Cheers, cheers.
So I guess it's my turn to answer that question. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to wait until you guys figured out all your chaotic stuff that was going on. So, all right.
Oh, you're good.
My biggest struggle on Twitch has actually been the fact that it's time. It's time. I wish I had more time to do all of the things that I want to do both on and off Twitch for my channel. The reality is I work full time. I also take night classes. And since I started taking the night classes, I can only stream about once a week. And I absolutely love streaming. It's amazing. But honestly, I wish I had an unlimited amount of funds and I could just do it all the time rather than working, but that's not realistic. So, such is life. My biggest battle on Twitch is having the time to do all the things that I want to do. But I do my best. And that's all I can ask for, really.
Gotcha, gotcha. So, I don't know if you guys don't want to answer this question, you guys don't have to. It's I'm just curious for my own self. What do you guys do as far as like as a career or professionally? Like, how do you make your money? Because I forget. I'm sure both of you guys have said it. I just don't remember. I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
I was curious, so
I just retired from the military,
Yes,
so
I
I'm doing
knew
nothing.
you had just retired, but I didn't know from what. And I'm just like, yeah, congratulations on retirement.
Congratulations on your retirement, Mish.
yes.
Thank you so much. I'm still an ER nurse. I've worked since I was 14 years old for the federal government. So I am doing nothing at the moment. I'm just taking a break and making
Good
sure
for
that
you.
I'm there for my
Good for
kiddo.
you.
So, but
Oh yeah.
I will go back to work here soon. I'm not in a rush.
What branch were you in?
Huh?
What branch were you in?
Army.
Who? So was
And
I.
who?
11
Mhm.
Bravo.
Ah,
I was a door kicker. I was a door kicker.
I was a 68 whiskey. I was a 91. I was a 91 Bravo. Then I was a 68. Bravo, 68 Charlie, and 91 Charlie, and then I was 66 Echo ER nurse. So
Okay. Okay.
I've been an ER nurse for 21 years. So that's coming to an end too as well. So I'm
Well, I
45.
mean, with your extensive background, I'm sure you could probably get a job nursing just about anywhere, doing whatever kind of nursing you want, right?
Yeah. My first degree is in science and so I'll try to get into a lab here soon. That's better off for me at this time. Because like I said, I'm 45 and I have done a thing for a really long time for 25. So
Feel
yeah,
that.
I'll
The
take I'll
the
take the
the time I
out.
spent in the army, the time I spent in the army was the only break I had away from cooking. And you figure I've been professionally cooking for 27 years, minus my 3 years in the army. So actually, four. It was 4 years.
It's a long
So
time.
yeah.
All right, I guess I'm up then. Well, what I've done professionally, I did work in kitchens for 15 years, but it was mainly to put myself through school. Um, I am a licensed attorney in the United States,
Awesome.
and I actually primarily handle federal employment matters.
Nice.
Speaking of the federal government.
Mm.
So I've been doing that for about 15 years, and I absolutely love it. But I'm also getting another law degree because I'm a super nerd. Cheers.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
No, it's super cool to see people's different backgrounds and careers.
Yo, thank you, Missy Lynn, for saying that. I appreciate you. Who right back to you.
I'm just
42 Alpha,
yeah,
shooting S1.
Yep.
Let's go.
That's my battle and that's my mod right there. That's my queen mod.
Let's
M-
go.
Missy Lynn, all I'm going to tell you is I hope you have um, federal employment insurance if you're a federal employee, especially now.
Ooh.
We got VA now because she also retired and got on up out of there as well.
Oh, good for
Okay.
her.
Yep.
Good for her.
She helped
Your
me.
wife just came in with a dad joke. Does she forget I have to look these up? Mrs. Mediocre is my wife, and she redeemed dad joke, so now I have to look up a dad joke, which is terrible because I'm a dad.
That's right.
you don't have any ones like on hand?
No, I really should have
What?
a few like on deck, but
Come
I don't
on.
know. I just Google the best ones.
Sorry to disappoint. I'm actually not a dad, so I don't have any dad jokes.
I always have dad jokes.
I love it.
Oh, where did that go? That was a good one. Fuck this
Because
ad.
me and my
God
kids
damn it.
are so corny.
I like spur of the moment dad jokes. Those ones are
You're
good.
not furloughed, Missy? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay, here, ready for this? Why did the jaguar eat the tightrope walker? It was craving a well-balanced meal.
I mean, I do like a well-balanced meal. I'm not gonna hit on that one.
That was terrible.
That was a good one.
I don't know about that. That sounded terrible to me. So, what is your guys' end game look like in your eyes? Like, where do you see yourself down the road? Like, what haven't you done yet that you want to do with Twitch or with streaming or
I always like this question. Lame,
Well,
I agree, Miss Mediocre. Could have found a
um,
better one.
I don't know.
I'll redeem it?
It was not my favorite dad joke, that's for sure.
One of my favorites, I'll just go ahead and say it. I would say if you're ever cold, just go stand in a corner. It's always 90 degrees. One of my favorite dad jokes.
Wow. I have to tell you that the corner is not usually the warmest, but I understand what you're
Oh goodness.
Okay. Okay.
I'm a math nerd though.
Um,
Oh, but that was funny though. Okay. All right.
Yeah, see?
Okay, babe.
That one was slightly improved from the well-balanced meal, I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
you know what? Here. While y'all answer that, I'm gonna look up some other ones.
Yeah, let's try to find one that's good while Mish answers your question, all right?
all right. Well, for streaming and just overall with Twitch, I do want to, once I get my farm and stuff, I want to incorporate my farming inside of my Twitch streams and do more fresh things from my farm. And I want to be part of, it's a guild that I want to be part of on Twitch that they don't have anyone in there that is part of food and drink. They have every other category but food and drink. So I'm going to try to immerse myself into there so that way they can be well balanced, right? and have every category inside of there.
What's the guild?
Um, the Twitch Black Guild,
The Black Hill.
they have
Oh,
everyone covered except for food and drink.
really?
Interesting.
hmm It's
That's
not too
actually
That's
many of
crazy.
us. It's not too
I
many
would
of
love to see you do it. Get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
same here. I can't believe they don't have anyone from food and drink.
Well, it's not too many of us in food and drink. So
I get it, but still, that's a
yeah.
bit disappointing that they don't have a single person from food and drink.
What I think is that, also like when they actually hold applications, that's not really um it's not really hey, we letting you know this. No, it's not that. You gotta know somebody to know somebody to know somebody. So I
Mm.
started that process already to that know somebody who knows somebody to try to get into there. So
Fair.
and that way it's covered. Now then they can't say anything. Covered down with food and drink. And then more people we can try to get more people in it. So that way they can see that, it's it's a lot of, we food and drink is there. It's a lot of things to do on food and drink.
Yeah, I
Fact,
agree, Misty.
Missy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why I haven't done anything else but food. I won't play games. I won't do any of those things. I stick with food and drink because when you come to my stream, I want you to, that's what you're getting. You're getting food and drink. And I make drink. So I'm giving you everything because I
I'm
make drink.
retired. I don't gotta do
Hey,
nothing no more.
I
But
gotta
hey,
tell you, one of my pet peeves is, not enough people truly recognizing the drink portion of food and drink.
mm-hmm,
And that's something I fully embrace. Something I didn't necessarily set out with, but have really grown to love.
mm-hmm,
Uh, I will say that my goals haven't changed much since I started streaming. It's always been
Oh,
to
let's go.
entertain.
Mama's house. Let's go.
Yeah, it's always been to entertain, to grow my community, to support each other, and to really share whatever information I can provide and help people in any way I can. I know that sounds very generic, but it's really what I strive to do. Um, and I've continuously am trying to grow, trying to, put forth things that people are truly interested in and will be entertained by. And I'm not looking to get rich off of this, let's be honest. I'm looking to just have a good time and make sure everybody else is having a good time too.
I like that.
So I say to you, Whiskey, that give information, share as much information as you can is super important because
Mhm.
even though I'm part of the medical world, So I give out like, hey, like just kind of look out for this, kind of take care of your body this way. We eating veggies and stuff from this season so it can boost your immune system. Like I do those things after every stream for the last 5 years. And it's just because it's just, you want your community to be around, right? We have lost in the music community, we have lost people, we have lost mods, we have lost DJs. We have seen DJs have strokes and stuff. So it's been something. So please keep sharing your information. It's very important.
I agree. Even though, yes, I do have my fun, I make my cocktails and I do all that. I do impart a lot of healthy information because I do believe that we should all be striving to be healthy in one way or another. I mean, I exercise weekly. I'm constantly talking about the health benefits of various different types of foods and vegetables. I mean, I was actually a vegetarian for 7 or 8 years. So
Mhm.
I know what can really be beneficial from vegetables. And, for me, it's about balance and making sure that you are fueling yourself in a healthy way while also enjoying your food
Mhm.
and drink, of course.
And
Cheers.
drink.
Love it. Smoke, I don't think you ever answered that question now that I'm thinking about it.
What,
Pressure's
my
on.
angle?
Huh?
What, my
Yeah.
angle?
Yeah.
Once upon a time, it was to become partner and grow a community and do all that, and now it's kind of more her answer, where it's there to just have fun and meet new people, and the people that want to stick around, and that's why I have Discord, and I have my community there. And over the years, a lot of people have come. I've lost a lot of mods or people that were close friends, and people just move on from Twitch. So not being able to, having work in my life and my stream is basically only gaming streams, like it's not something that I used to do it competitively. So at one point it was all my competitive content. Like I play competitive Call of Duty all the time. So it was always push that content out. Now, even now, I've only been doing these streams on Sundays lately because I've just been so busy. And then I game offline and I post content on TikTok. And that's kind of been my niche lately because I just don't have time to sit here in front of an audience, or I'm too burnt out and I'm done peopling after a 10-hour day. Just can't do it sometimes. So I'm kind of back on that break mode, and I enjoy these Sundays because I get to meet new people and I get to like join people's communities and follow new people and get to catch their streams when I can. So I'm kind of on Twitch to just be on Twitch. I've always been on Twitch, and now there's no real, I guess, end goal. I mean, would it be cool to become partner and do something? But like, I don't have time to do like IRL streams or have a kitchen if I can do like my kitchen's so small. I'd like to try to do something, but I don't even have like really a countertop. Like me trying to do it, I have to set up a table off the side over prep work because it's my kitchen's so small. So I just do it for fun now. Like I just want to meet people, and my online friends are way more than my real ones, so I embrace those people with everything I got.
I feel that. And then it's like for me, it's like I feel like I've lost more friends than I've gained by being on Twitch.
Really?
In real life and on Twitch. Because like as I changed and as I've developed myself through this process that I've been personally going through, and then trying to make something, I guess, next level, grandiose, sometimes in my head, type shit. But like, it's people have definitely come and gone a lot over the past 5 years that I've been doing this. And, like the part about having like some of the realest friends, I do have a lot of real friends from Twitch that it's like I talk to on a regular basis, and I love that. But then there's some people that they were friends at one point, but they didn't stick around, just like you said, because of life, or they got sick of Twitch and got away from it, or whatever the case is. And it's like it kind of, not kind of, it hurts my heart a little bit because it's like I kind of seen me and a few people as such good close friends. That's like I wanted them here with me for the whole ride. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want them to fall off the way they did, or whatever the case may have happened. But it's a lot of ups and downs too. And it's a lot of hardships because one day, I've even seen it partners that get partnered, and then what happens like less than a month later, they're not even pulling partner fucking numbers no more. Like I see it all the time. Like I've helped other people make partner, and then a month later, I'm like, bro, why are you only streaming to 20 people when you were a month ago you were streaming to 120? What
Yeah.
happened? So it's hi Queen Shar, welcome in. But it's such a crazy world, right? Because in Twitch, it's very over. I don't want to say. Actually, I do want to say it. It's oversaturated, right? Because everyone thinks that they're going to be the next best streamer and do like they have the next best thing going on for themselves. When it's more social media at the end of the day. Twitch is just a public media place where we can all just come and hang out and talk. And I think a lot of people take it far, even including myself, people have taken it far too serious. Like I've taken it far too serious, uh, quite too many times, and that's kind of the reason I lost a few of my friends because I was taking it too serious. But yeah,
And there's somebody on Twitch. I can't. Her name is like Extra Emily or Emily CC or it's something like that. Something with Emily, but she's been live for like almost 4 years straight. She's like, I have no social life. She only started making friends because she got popular by a big streamer and got well known because of that. But it's like she's
Killer
devoted her
Emily,
whole entire. No, her name is. Oh goodness. Maybe it is Killa
more
Emily. Maybe it is Killa Emily. It's something Emily. But yeah, she's been alive for like 4 years straight or something like that, and it's
hi
just
Kanara.
she devoted her whole entire life to it, and it's just crazy. No, it's Emily CC. That's her name.
Okay,
And now she's like doing IRLs and stuff like that. So she has been. Does it say?
Razin, what's good, bro?
She's been live for 1,435 days. She holds the record.
That's great.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love that. Every time you come in here, you say that, and I love that because it's like your Hallmark calling card, if you will, for me, and I love it.
All hello, hello.
Yeah, I hear you. Sorry. So, I'm trying to think of some good questions because, like,
You've been
I,
popping them
I,
off
I,
tonight.
huh?
I said you've been popping them off tonight. You're popping them
I
off
am,
tonight,
I
dude.
am off tonight.
No, you're
I'm
on
not.
tonight. I think. I think you're doing
Oh,
good. You're
oh,
ripping
okay.
through questions. Yeah, no,
I mean,
you're on
I
top
guess
of it.
we're moving through them pretty fast though, too. I feel like usually we spend some time with these questions.
Oh, are we too quick with our responses? Do we need to go into a diatribe?
I don't know, maybe. But you know
Don't
what?
ask for more. You might get something you regret.
Hey, and
Yeah,
and
Reaper.
I'll
Yeah.
still be here, and I'll still be
Yep.
here.
All right then. All right.
Um, so have you had like a favorite moment thus far on Twitch streaming where you're like, oh my God, that one time, and I was streaming and this happened and it was freaking amazing, and it was like one of the best days of my life type shit. Have you guys ever had that moment yet, or had it at all? I don't
I
know.
think I had 2 of those, which I'm very grateful
Okay,
for.
I want to hear about both of them. Let's go.
Yeah.
So the very first time that I got a
Dr. Stapleton,
hype
what's good?
drink. So that I was, my computer was now you talking about whiskey, you talking about you had a tiny kitchen. That's how I started off. That's why my name it was the Adventures of a Tiny Kitchen because I lived in California at the time when I started streaming. And that kitchen, a 180, you touching everything.
Yep, that's
Garbage,
fine right now.
Mhm.
the sink, the stove, you was touching everything.
I could probably do it in
but I
blunt
had
force.
this
I can touch
laptop.
every piece. Like it's so bad.
Mish, I do that. I do that constantly. Like, Yaji, you want to tour my kitchen? Look,
Yeah, yeah.
touch. Good. It's that easy. I'm not in the kitchen
So
right now. I'm in my bar room because
There's
I thought
about
I'd
this much
stretch out a
space.
little bit.
There's about this much space from the fridge door to the sink counter. About what
listen,
I
I
got.
put my I like you had this like little outlook onto the where you can see the dining room and stuff. That's where I put my laptop at. It was a lot of small things inside of there. And
Look, he's talking about like he's got no counter space. The one counter I got my laptop on streaming takes up so much space. I think I have a space about this big that's actual counter space, and it's filled with a cutting board, and that's it.
I don't even.
Like,
I don't even
I'm
have room for my
constantly
cutting board.
shifting things around my kitchen. Like, oh, let's see, where can I put this thing? And then I lose them constantly. So I get it.
it is when I tell y'all I had no microphone and stuff. So when I finally got all these things, like my community poured into me, right? But the very first moment that one of those moments I had is when I got my pipe going on, right? I was in there just cooking, and this is at the time, y'all. When I first came on, I didn't talk. I would be on for 5 hours. I would make 2 meals: a vegan, vegetarian meal, and I'll make a carnivore meal. Right? It's the same meal. I'll just do it 2 different ways, right? But I didn't talk. I didn't talk. I didn't have any music, anything on the stream. Now, if you ask me a question, then I'll answer. But other than that, I didn't. I just was cooking. That's all I was doing. That's why I didn't want to stream really how to do it. So that's what you got from me at the beginning. So I was having one of those quiet days, and then my laptop was lighting up. It looked like it was about to I thought my laptop was about to break down. That's I was like, what is happening? It was flashing lights. I was just like, what is going on? I didn't know nothing was going on. And then they explained it to me, and then I had like a bunch of tears. I could not, and people just kept coming in, and they just wow, okay. And then um I had I had my born day, one of my born days on, and I did a 12-hour stream, which I don't know how people do 24 because I was struggling for 12. I had to have 3 days worth of rest after that. But I was already over 40 when I did that. So maybe that's what it was. Okay. So I had I think 42nd, 43rd born day. I did a 12-hour stream, and then I merged food and drink with my music community, and we would cook on there, and we would have a DJ playing. We'll get to know the DJ, we'll get to know the chef or the cook, right? And it was very much fun. I did breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I changed my clothes. It was like, like we were doing, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of clothes you wear if you was doing a morning breakfast, and then you lunch, and then like, you get all dressed up for dinner, right? So I did all those things. It was a bunch of fun. That's when I met a recipe reborn. She came into my stream. She brought a whole community in her stream. The community stayed. They was just intrigued by me having DJs live. DJs is live on the stream. We had chefs on there, and then I was making food. So that was fun. I had a bunch of big name worldwide international DJs coming to the stream. DJ Scratch. He's a grandmaster. I had all these people coming here to hang out, to be amongst the people, and it was a really good time. So those were my two moments that I had on there.
Yeah, we got a couple of questions from chat. I just want to make sure we got the one pinned, and can we? I can't have more than one pin. Fuck. Uh, Reaper,
Well,
Chaos Reaper, can you retype that last question here in like 2 minutes? Because I want Whiskey to answer first, and
Right.
then we're gonna get into the questions from chat.
Right. To be honest, for me, it's hard to pinpoint specific moments. Um, but I will say something that Mish was just talking about did kind of remind me of the one time I did a marathon stream, and it was about 15 hours. I spent 13 of those hours in my kitchen. And then the last two, I hopped on Call of Duty. Which was a little crazy at the time. This was quite a while ago because I haven't played Call of Duty on stream in a long time. But that was definitely there was a moment back when I played Call of Duty where
Appreciate you, Reaper.
I got legitimately 25,000 bits. 25,000 bits
That's a lot of
in a
bits.
matter of like, I don't know, 15 minutes, and I was just in pure shock. I didn't know what to do.
That's a lot of bits.
I ended up working for my first time in my life and my last time in my life. I have no idea how my chat did not clip that because it was probably the worst twerk you'll ever see in the entire world. Mm. And it was on top of my couch. So this is terrible, absolutely terrible. But love the fact that just in general, Twitch gives you this kind of platform to just do anything and everything you want to do that comes up, and your chat can come up with the craziest ideas, and it's
Oh
so
yeah.
much fun. But I would say one of the things this past year that really touched me from my community was the fact that this past June I had an accident and I broke my tailbone and my wrist, pretty much making it impossible for me to do cooking streams. I felt terrible, but I legitimately came into this bar room, did jigsaw puzzles, and opened up beers and just chatted. And my community was so supportive, even
Yeah.
though I wasn't giving them the content that I typically give them. But just to see them continue to support me, even when I'm doing something completely different and can't do what I normally do. And honestly, I think I made more during those streams than I would if I were cooking, which is insane. But
Right.
that really showed me how much my community actually does care about me, how supportive they are, and that really that meant the world to me, really. It meant more than I think, any monetary value or anything, just the fact that they showed up, they stuck with me. They suffered through 2 months of me doing jigsaw puzzles and open up beers to get finally back to the cooking streams that I know and love. Um, that to me was bigger than any, I think, single moment I've ever had on stream.
I was there. I was definitely there, and I remember when it happened because I was
Yeah, it
like,
wasn't pretty.
"What?"
Yeah.
And then because I hadn't known at first what happened, and then I heard what happened, and I'm like, I gotta be there. Like everybody, anybody who knows me knows I lurk all the goddamn time. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I'm busy with life. I'm busy with my family. Like emotes are sometimes the only thing I can actually do. So, but
Oh
just for me to be there, and I know it wasn't much in a lot of people's eyes, but just being there, it 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 made me feel good to be there for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you say that.
Honestly, I love to see you pop in with your emotes, and even if it's just that, it's always good to see you in chat. Seriously.
I appreciate it. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
and when
do
he
because
pops in, it's fun.
eh,
It usually comes into my
that's
stream when my stream is cutting all the way up.
Right.
well, I do have timing sometimes. No, but it happens for me so often. So it's like when you know what? Let's hit these questions because I don't want to miss chat's questions and think that I'm ignoring them at all. Um, let's get this one that's pinned first. Who would be a dream person to cook with? Like someone that you would want to cook with. Anybody, anybody in the world.
Do they have to be alive?
No,
Okay.
I'm not going to hold you to that one.
Just a clarifying question. Go ahead, Mish.
um, well, I am really fond of some of the new internet chefs who are just getting some love brought to them finally. So Chef Renee Brown, she's on IG. I the colors that she used, like it's just they're beautiful. Her plating is beautiful, and it's very good. Like her just her thought process creating meals. It's very nice. So I definitely would want to cook with her. And if I could bring my grandmother back home down to the earth, I would want to cook for her because she has done and cooked for me my whole life. And so I definitely would want to just feed her and just make all the things that she loves the way that she likes to eat it.
I feel that to my core.
Mish, I have a bone to pick with you. I feel like you just invaded my brain. The reason why I asked if the person could be dead or alive, because my first and always answer would be to cook for my grandmother.
Mhm.
Same,
Yeah,
God
same.
rest her soul. She was the most
same.
influential person in my life. She remains, despite she passed away in 2010. She was a saint. She's just by far the one person I've always adored. Um, Speaking of, this table that I stream on in my bar room belonged to her. It was her hosting and puzzle table, and that's exactly what I use it for, hosting jigsaw puzzles and streaming. Obviously, she was not a streamer. I know, crazy. But but if I could for just a moment go back and be able to make a meal for her, oh, I would absolutely love it. She gave me my first and currently existing crock pot when I was about 18 or 19. At the time, I was like, a crock pot? That's my birthday gift? I thought it was kind of a little crazy. But it turns out one of the best birthday gifts I've ever gotten.
Mhm.
Um, Even though I think around that age, it was either 19 or 20, she messed up my age when it was my birthday.
Oh, damn.
She totally messed up one of those birthdays, but I'm like, who cares about the 19 or 20? Nobody's really caring about those ages. But anyway,
Right.
I digress. And in terms of if we're gonna talk about somebody, I guess a little bit more well known, if you will, to touch on that, Anthony Bourdain, also no
Oh,
longer with us, but I would love to just pick his brain and have a nice meal with him.
I agree on both accounts, which I just you talk about her picking your brain, you pick mine. That god damn it.
Let's all pick each other's brains. Let's go.
And because you know what? Like it just that's how I got started in cooking was because of my grandmother teaching me how to cook and cooking with her every so often because my father was literally the man that would burn water.
Oh boy.
Like he was like terrible, terrible. I mean, gourmet meals for him were boiled hot dogs and oven baked French fries, which were probably burnt.
Oof.
Um, so when I got when Grandma started cooking with as a family, and because we had to move in with her, and she had the addition that I'm living in now built because my parents couldn't afford to live in the house that we were renting before. So my grandma was like, "Okay, I'll just have an addition built, and you guys come live with me." And yeah, it's been it's been a rough road to say the least. But I would definitely want to cook with my grandmother again, just to show her what I've learned and some of the stuff that I've been able to do. Um, and the biggest reason why is when she died. I was in a really shit spot in my life. I was into drugs. I was running the streets. Um, if anybody who knows me who's been here on a regular basis, you would know that it was a time in my life that it's like I'm lucky to be alive right now type shit. And to to be able to cook with her just one more time, I think that would be the end all dream all.
That's
So, and
great.
then next runner up would definitely be Anthony Bourdain, just like with Whiskey Monster. I've talked about Anthony Bourdain several times on this podcast. At this point, it's a fucking man crush. What can I say? It is what it is. It is what it is. But you know what? Like he's been my inspiration to just keep going as a chef, and just that's what I would. I mean, when we talk about end goals, I think that's what I would want to do in my next steps. Well, could I even compare myself to Anthony Bourdain? Absolutely not. And I've heard some streamers try to do so or say so. I'm like, you're never going to compare to Anthony Bourdain,
That's
and
foolish.
how dare you even try to compare yourself to him? Because like to me, he just did it. He was such a storyteller, and I don't know where he got his storytelling from. As after being a chef for as long as he was, but to be able to sit there and break down stories and commentate his own stuff was the end all be all for me as far as shows even went.
Right, but I mean, also just thinking about how many different types of cuisine
Oh
he's
yeah,
eat, hands down, just his experience alone would just make
whiskey.
me,
I don't know
ugh,
if you have this. I don't know if you have this, but if you don't have it, you should. It is Anthony Bourdain's cookbook
I
from when
actually
he was
don't
at
have.
Les Hollis.
Oh, I need it.
Yeah,
You just put something on my wish list. We're adding
and
it.
this is his logo, by the way.
Yeah,
So
love it.
like I made sure I got that. I'm like, yo. Plus,
Yeah.
I have all the books that he put out. Medium Raw, A Cook's Tour, Kitchen Confidential, all of them. I have literally all of them. And like that man knew how to tell a story.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. But also just knew his food and wasn't pretentious about it. It was, you know,
Exactly.
this is really good food and
He
this is
just
why.
told it how the fuck it was.
Doesn't matter who's cooking it. He was there. He was
Mhm.
trying every single type of food he could potentially try. And just the experience, I would just have loved to just sit in a room with him for several hours, of course.
Oh yeah.
Have it just a discussion with him, even if I couldn't cook with him. But I would love to make food for him. I'd like him to try it. Why not? That'd be amazing. Um, yeah.
Mm, yeah.
I will say, in response to what you were saying about your grandma, it's funny, and your father for that. I actually didn't learn how to cook from my grandmother. She was a good cook. She hosted holidays for us, but I grew up basically neighbors with my grandmother, so I could just go over there for hours and we'd drink tea. We chat. It was just the best. And I actually learned to cook uh, first from my father. My mother was not a good cook. My mother, ugh, I love her, but the woman cannot do time management. The time management thing does not work for her at
Time
all.
management is
Let me tell
crucial.
you, she doesn't know what prep means at all. She would just put something on, be doing this, be doing that, and one thing would turn out okay, one thing would be completely undercooked, one thing would be completely overcooked. In terms of a meal, and not to mention the fact that I was an extremely picky eater as a child, so you add that to the mix, and I hated most of what she tried to put on a plate. My father, on the other hand, made every holiday meal for the most part for our family. He did a great job. Time management was perfect. He knew what he was doing. And The problem is he didn't make the majority of our meals at home because he was too busy working. So, which was actually what turned me into a vegetarian at the age of 15. I thought I didn't like a lot of food. Turns out I just hated my mother's cooking. So, there's that.
Well,
Fair.
I learned how to cook from my grandmother.
That's
So it's
not me
it's a
too.
tradition inside of my family. All the ladies have to learn how to cook. Well, have to learn how to wash dishes, and they have to learn how to cook fried chicken, French fries, and boil an
Ooh.
egg. Because my grandmother, this is 8 years old. We have to learn this. Because she said people cannot do any of those things. They will mess something
Creme,
up.
let's go. Creme, welcome in, bro.
Hey,
And
hey,
so,
hey.
Creme, I'm
and she
sorry,
meant it.
ladies. I'm sorry, ladies. No disrespect at all. Creme, we need to have a conversation. I would love to have you on this podcast, by the way. I definitely pick your brain, bro. I definitely want to have some conversations with you, sir.
All right.
Let me tell you, Krem has some of the most interesting information to partake.
And
I love.
stories too. I hear him.
Yes, he is a man of the stories. I will tell you, he's a big part of my community. I
Yeah.
absolutely love his culinary powder, and I've spent more than enough hours in VC with him. Let me tell you, the man is very interesting, and you should get on this show at some point, Crown. Definitely.
Hey, girl.
I just followed him.
Oh yeah, he's great. Oh, okay, Mish, you want to answer that question from Mrs. Mediocre? What's your absolute favorite dish to make?
Well, even though, I
Don't you
am
tell me
out.
to beef Wellington. Don't you dare.
Yeah, no. Even though, I am just labeled a soul food person, I'm not. But my favorite dish and the best dish I can make,
Hell yeah,
it's
Creme.
always been fried wings and French fries because that's what I first learned how to cook.
Fair, very
That is
fair.
what I very first learned how to cook, and so that's my absolute favorite dish to make. I do it very, very well.
Completely fair. Um, my favorite dishes in general to make are ones that somebody else wants to eat, and it makes them super happy when they eat it. So I'm very much in tune with that. But I guess I do have to pick a
Come
dish,
on.
right? One thing I do, I'll say this, one thing I do every year, and I love doing, is my mother's birthday is in February, and every year I make her chowder. And she loves it. So that's one of my favorite dishes to make because not only is it making me happy, it's making someone else happy too. And that's really what I love to do.
Come
My
on,
birthday's in
February
February,
birthday.
and my birthday's also in February.
Mine's in
Oh, you
February.
expecting some chowder now? All
Yo,
right.
yo, February 10th. Let's go.
Love February 1st
Oh,
Mine's
here.
February
oh,
29th.
Oh
Oh
shit, a bunch of
wow!
Aquarius is up in here. Let's
oh,
go.
Beach, what are you like 12 years old?
Yeah.
I am 12. I am 12.
Wow,
I'll be
look at that
13 here in
math.
a couple of years.
That's
That's
awesome.
hilarious. My mom is closest to me. She's the 26th.
Come on, Pisces.
Yeah, Pisces. That's really funny.
I mean, I do love that, babe. I really do. Um, Wifey, as far like watching people's reactions when they try the food that I make, I love that. Absolutely
Yep.
100%.
Right.
Like that's
Mhm.
that's what makes me keep going as a chef because if I wasn't getting good reactions, I would probably stop. I'd probably be like, okay, this is not, I shouldn't keep doing this. This is not my thing. But like the
I think,
constant, like, oh my God, this was the best meal I ever had.
right.
Hey, like, I don't know how you made this, but I never eat this, but I ate it tonight and it was fucking amazing. Like getting that feedback is why I keep going.
I
But
have to be honest with you because it's easy to make something that you're going to like, right? You know your own
Correct.
taste. You know what you
correct,
like. You can make
correct.
something that you personally like pretty easy if you can cook, right? The challenge is, can I make something that's delicious for everybody else?
And when you say that, Mega, like, that's something that somebody just, I never eat this, but I'm eating it because you made it, right? Like,
Yep.
so that's my grits. When I make grits, everybody is like, "Oh, I don't." It's a battle between grits. How you want to have them? But I make them savory, so I make them with everything inside of there, and everybody likes them. So I always tell
Mm-hmm.
them, I was like, if you have my grits, you can't say you like one or the other. Them with everything inside of them. So grits is my thing that people who don't eat them will eat it.
I'm
I
very
will
good
eat
with
So,
your
grits
grits
too.
any day of the week, Mish.
Yeah. There's
Mish,
a lot of time working with grits.
Mish, I don't want your recipe, but I just gotta know. I like butter and cheese and salt and pepper in mine.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. All of
So
Do,
I
them.
use fresh herbs, and I use fresh
what kind of
herbs. I
herbs?
use cheese.
I'm
So
trying to make this shit
dill.
now.
So I use dill.
Honestly,
I
I
use
know if I'm
dill.
ever gonna make grits on stream, I'm definitely consulting Mish first.
Yep.
Right.
I use fresh dill, and I use fresh garlic. That's the so I make a base. So in my world of cooking, um your base is where you start from, and then you can build from there. So I make a great base. Any meal that I make is a great base. So that way I don't have to do too much when it comes to the end, because you have to be just like how you said, everybody, you want to make, like, I know my taste buds, right? Like, we are seasoned people. So we like different types of salt. We like different types of peppers, right? Like peppers that just, Cajun peppers and all kinds of things. We like things spicy. We like things, but everybody doesn't like that. So I build from the base. So that way you can tweak it just like how you want it, or I can it's liked by everyone. So I always use those,
I'll
that's
peel
part
it
of my
up,
base.
man.
Is dill and fresh garlic, and then I use cheese, I use salt, I use pepper, I use butter,
Crazy.
and depends on what type of butter, because sometimes I have black garlic butter that I use.
Ooh.
And I'm really going to make you be like, I don't even know what this is, but I want more of it. And yeah, I
Right.
got you first.
Right.
I got you.
I legitimately
um,
just ate and now I want some grits right about now, but only your grits. I don't want anybody else's grits. I want your grits.
yep,
So
it's
we
really
got a
good.
couple other questions from chat. And I just
You
want to
are
make
right.
sure I just don't want to make sure I just want to make sure we're hitting the questions from chat, because when you're a streamer, you gotta make sure you're paying attention to your chat, right?
Right. And
Correct.
while you were gone, we did answer one from Mrs. Mediocre and we
Yep.
appreciate that. So yeah.
She's got another one that we're going to talk about too, but before that, we have you guys ever made buffalo? And if so, how was damn it. That thing
Oh,
popped in my way.
I answered that in a type chat a little bit. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I missed it. How was
Well,
your
what was your
experience with
answer?
basically, have you ever made buffalo, and if you did, how was your experience with it?
My secret to bison is the sous vide, because you can get the desired temp and then you can flash it or sear it however you want to finish without overcooking it, and because it is very temperamental and it dries fast.
Okay.
That's how I always cook it anyway.
Ladies, have you guys ever messed with buffalo?
I have
No?
I'll be honest with you. I've eaten buffalo once. Um, and it was
Did you
when I
like
was
it? How was it cooked?
it oh boy. It was a long time ago. It was in New Hampshire. I'll tell you that. Um, it might have been buffalo meatloaf. I can't remember. What? There's
A lot
there's
of
several things that I've eaten specifically in New Hampshire that I haven't had anywhere else. I will tell you that I recall enjoying it. However, it was cooked. I recall enjoying it. I
Okay.
have not ever tried to make it.
I used to serve buffalo burgers at a place, and it was always recommended not to go above medium chaos, because
Hmm,
anything else after that gets dry.
that's
mm,
Well,
fair.
that's most meats in general anyway,
Well,
right?
no, yeah, but like in particular, like people we would turn down like well done's because they're like, you're gonna send it back. We literally have to tell them no.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
Unless
It
if
was
you
definitely
wanted a hockey puck and you're very, very certain you want it and you're
oh,
not gonna send it back, but that was the only way. But like
Hmm.
nobody ever
Smokey.
did that.
It's
Nobody
funny
ever
you
did
say
that.
that. I spent years working at a bar outside Fenway Park, and it was a four-floor bar. I was in the kitchen. It was a tiny kitchen, but every single week there was this postal worker who came in. I think it was Saturday or Sunday, and she would order a burger, well done. Of course, there was only one reference for that burger. It was a hockey puck. Come
Yep.
on, really? Well done burger?
Yep.
Come on.
And I've had like crazy requests. Like I had one. I'm at a new job and we do smash burgers and we don't like temp them. They're all well done. And there was like a request to basically like burn it. Like they wanted me to break it down into like crispy bits, more or less. And it hurt my soul to even do it, but like
Oh,
that's how they wanted it. So but for the most part, yeah, you like mid rare is how I always recommend buffalo or bison.
yeah, I
Well,
remember
I
the
cook
the
with
buffalo I
bison.
did try was not dry, so it was cooked perfectly. Go ahead, you
I
talk
also
about.
I also grew up 15 minutes from New Hampshire, so I know about the New Hampshire
Oh,
cuisine of weirdness that
I
they have.
I personally have never cooked with buffalo or bison, nor have I ate it. So I really can't give an intelligent answer.
Yeah, I cook with bison. I do like bison a lot. I get ground bison. I make burgers with it. I use it with lamb.
I have,
I I actually
no,
like
I'm sorry.
bison. I've had bison in New Hampshire as well.
I have
Really
what's
did
known as a
enjoy it.
baby bladder.
Oh, I yeah, the baby bladder. I have the opposite. I probably have a bladder the size of like 10 times the size of me. But I have had bison. I love bison. I've never cooked with it.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's really
It's very
good.
delicious. Yeah.
Yeah, it is quite delicious. It holds seasoning quite well. I think that's what I like more about it is that I can create seasonings and I know that it stick and yeah well anything some is on certain things well done is not you're gonna lose the seasoning that you put on there, right? But if you have it to um if you go the opposite way, it could be too chewy. And so you just gotta find a good balance on there. So
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would almost safely assume that it's kind of gamey, right? Where it's like an elk or a
not the
like
ground, right?
gamey.
But if you having shoulders or some type of shank part of it, yes, it's just
Oh,
but it's just like lamb, right? This is why people don't like lamb.
like
You
lamb
have
too,
to learn
yeah.
how to you have to learn how to cook it, right? But you also need to know what you need to do. The blood of it is what makes it. You have to rinse that off. You really have to rinse it off because the blood on it is the reason why it tastes gamey. You're still gonna be able to cook it. You still can cook it, the rare, what I'm saying, and it still have delicious flavors to it, but you gotta rinse the blood off of it because that is what's holding that type flavor, type nonsense over there.
I gotta be honest with you, I had elk once in New Hampshire as well. Kudos to New Hampshire, and absolutely loved it. Okay, I'm on the border. No, I'm not on the border. Let's be honest. I'm in Boston, but I've been to New Hampshire a lot of times,
I
especially in
grew
my.
up in I was born in Western Massachusetts.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Assholes are us. All
Yeah.
right.
Masshole forever.
Mhm. I knew I liked
Yeah.
you.
I haven't lived there for 10 years, but yeah, no, that's
That's
where
okay. You don't
yeah.
have to live here all the time.
I was from the 413.
Yeah.
Not
I
from the
actually
south,
no,
coon,
I'm
right?
not. But I've worked
Never
with a
been over there.
lot of chefs from the South. My grandmother's from Georgia, so I have a lot of Southern. When everybody asks me what my favorite cuisine is, it's always and will forever and always be. I love grits. I love biscuits and gravy. I love collard greens. I love Southern food so much.
Yep. So that's a delicacy down there. It's coon and
Coon.
and
You're gonna get
gator.
me to eat coon. I'm not gonna lie.
Gator. Ooh,
I've had barbecue gator before.
And don't tell
my
me it tastes like chicken.
my
Kind of did.
buddy does. It doesn't. I mean, people have
Stuff
said
I
that, but
did had
I
did.
don't
Stuff
think
I
it
had
does.
did.
I mean, you
It's tough
kind
as
of could
shit.
compare it. It is a little tough, but I know my buddy does it at his restaurant, and I've been wanting to try it too. He gets the gator already cut up in like
Mhm.
pieces, and he does like a hush puppy breading to it and fries it,
Mhm.
and it comes out really good. Like I enjoy it every time I have it.
Well, my mom taught me how to she again, that woman can cook, okay? Like she was got a delicacy. She can do anything, but she can bake too. Like she
Gator
was a
bites.
cook and bake. Like she and she still is, right? She makes me delicious meals and delicious treats for my born day every year, right?
Aw.
But she taught me how to put it on the grill, so I know how to grill it really well. But I damn sure know how to fry. I promise you, I know how,
Oh
I
yeah.
know how to fry, and it does taste a little bit like chicken. Okay, it is so good. Like because you have to have strong flavors when
Look,
you fry gator. You got to have strong
obviously,
flavors.
yeah, obviously I was joking, but I, you know what? Maybe I tried your fried. Maybe I would try your fried gator. Maybe we'll go. Maybe
Listen, you know who
I
got
would
the best
definitely try
gator?
your grits before your fried gator.
Absolutely, got it. But
Yeah.
I would tell you to go to Clearwater. Clearwater, Florida has the best gator.
You know, it's
Like,
really funny because one of my biggest mods is from, well, he went to the University of Florida, and he all of the his name starts with UF, but he
Lola.
constantly is in chat saying go Gators. So for me it's almost like, is this like a crime to be eating the gator when like my mod is pro Gators? I don't know. I feel like it
nope.
might be.
Ooh, I know it's gotta be there early as hell for you over there, Crazy Lola. Crazy Lola is in Ireland, guys. So welcome
It
in
says
Ireland.
4:15
Oh,
a.m.
Oh,
hello,
I've been to
greetings and
Ireland and it's
salutations.
absolutely gorgeous. Have you guys been to Ireland?
I have
No,
not.
I would love to go.
No, I haven't
It's
been.
gorgeous. I loved it. Great trip.
Um, so the next question actually comes from my wife. Um, has have you guys ever seen? And I've talked about this before, and she wasn't here when I had talked about it. Have you guys ever seen the movie called The Menu?
I haven't.
Oh,
I can honestly tell you I know exactly. Oh
uh-oh.
no.
Oh,
Sorry. Hold on.
there we go. We're back.
I don't know why my camera decided it wanted to take a snooze, but anyway. So I know the movie you're talking about. I have not seen it somewhat on purpose. I know what it's about, and I don't know that I really want to watch that.
I I loved it. I thought it was a really good movie. And and people were like, "Why do you like that movie?" I'm like, "Well, because guess what happens to certain people of a certain caliber when they're pushed too far? Shit happens. You know what? And to be honest, I've actually felt that way before.
Oh, Kanara said no spoilers, just saying.
No,
A
no,
joke.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I highly recommend to go watch The Menu if you have not seen it. And
Okay.
after you do, please message me on Discord or Whisper and let me know what you guys thought about it.
Thank you,
Um,
Kanara. That's very sweet of you.
you're absolutely 100% right, babe. I missed that. And the question was from Kanara. What is your next streaming goal or improvement that you would like to make?
I want to upgrade my cameras and my laptop. I want to be able to fly through um each of my uh things that I do, like fly through when I'm talking to my prep, to um my stove, and then I want to add one over at the sink because I'm always washing my hands, but I'm always cleaning things over there as well too. So I want to do that. Um, yeah, I already have some new updates coming for my overlays and stuff. That's what's the fun thing about that is that I get to work with dope people to make my stream very, very nice looking. But I just want to upgrade it a little bit more.
Well, since you said that, what do you think of the overlay I have set up for this?
The one that we looking at with the in the background with the food and stuff, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See, I
like
do.
that.
I've done all my own overlays and all my own logos and designs. Like ever since I got into Canva. Uh, if you
Hmm.
guys don't know Canva, I highly recommend.
Yep.
It does get a little pricey paying it by month to month. However, I use it so much, and it brings me a lot of artistic joy to just sit there and design stuff and just come up with something different and change the look of something and add this to it, add that to it, put some flair on it. Just I love doing it. I love it. And that's why I also added a section in Discord. Um, if you guys would like me to make something for you, I absolutely would. I'm probably not going to charge, and if I do charge, it's not going to be much, I promise, because like I said, I do enjoy doing it a lot. And uh I'm kind of getting sick of doing stuff for just myself, to be honest.
That's really interesting. Other than my overlays, and my overlays were done actually by one of my initial stream friends early on, but and my logo. But I will say that I do a lot of my own stuff, and I absolutely love doing it. Lately, I've been doing new emotes and just updates on everything, and it's such a pleasure. And if anybody's looking for, I guess, a Canva alternative, if you will, because I don't use Canva, I use this website called PLXR, and it's free. You can only do like 3 things per day, but it's free, and I do all of my stuff on it.
Nice.
And if you're have a problem with paying for Canva, because I know that can be a lot for people, I do recommend checking out that website. Um, and if anybody has any questions about it, feel free to let me know. Um, yeah, and I think I need to answer what was the question about next
Yeah,
goal or
yeah,
improvements.
my fault. Yes,
So
I'm sorry. I cut you. I cut that off. That was my fault. I apologize.
don't you dare apologize. Don't you
I
dare.
I like to talk sometimes. I'm sorry.
You too. I try to hold myself back. All right. So, next goals or improvements. There's one area. So I do quite a bit of different things. I do food and drink, but I also do cosplays during the entire month of October, which I know you saw earlier today. I did my cosplay as Selena Kyle, and I just kept the outfit on. But one thing that I have dipped my toes in, but have not really gone full blown deep in. It's a lot of money. It's an investment, and it's to get really good at IRL streams. I've done a few of them, a handful. I would like to do more, um, but it's not as easy as as it, as it may seem, and it's something that I would love to be able to expand on in the next year or so, if possible. But again, as is what I mentioned earlier, my biggest struggle is time and having the time and effort to put into expanding in that space.
Nice. Very nice. Smokey, you got anything you want to work on?
Um, I've almost been thinking about
Copycat.
changing my content up altogether because I've been, like I said earlier, I've been doing like a lot of like my offline gaming stuff and maybe turning my streams into something different, where I can find that streaming passion again, where I want to stream more consistently and not make it be gaming based, which it has always been. So I've been kind of like playing around with ideas and jotting stuff down to try to like maybe, because I've also wanted to get into like IRL stream. Like I've been living in Cleveland for the last 3 years, and I know some of the city, but it would be really cool to be able to go out and like stream and explore and like do stuff like that, because that is kind of what everyone's doing right now, is that whole IRL vibe, and people want to watch that if they can't go and experience something. It's something that they can watch and experience that isn't television or something like that.
Right.
So that's kind of where I've been at, because you can only play so much Fortnite, Call of Duty, and Rocket League before you get burnt out and bored, or your viewers also get bored. I mean, so to have something new and refreshing all the time would be nice. I would eventually like to actually start doing, cooking streams. Now that I have this new job and I'm doing 9 to 4 prep, I want to see if maybe the first couple of years, like maybe I can do a stream and do like 9 to 11, just like streaming prepping, and have that a couple days a week, quiet in the morning. And
I
I
will
have a
tell you,
huge space.
yeah, I will tell you that, food and drink does lend itself really well to IRL, because you can go to a restaurant and,
Correct.
order some food and talk about the food or something like that. And that's what I love about it. There's a good crossover there.
Correct.
Right. Oh yeah. And they're all linked as far as uh the Discord, the creators, the creator clubs via Discord, you know.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I was very, very excited to become a part of that. And that's why as soon as we got into that, or I got into that, I should say, um with my very first question was like, where and how can I set up advertisement for this podcast? Because I want to include people from the food and drink community to be here and sit here and have a conversation, have a
Yeah.
drink, have a smoke, whatever. Sit back, talk, chill, and let's discuss food. Let's discuss you and get to know you better. Like that's the whole reason I even started doing this, was because of becoming part of the food and drink.
As soon as you posted about it in the Creator Club, I knew I wanted to be a part of it. It was just a matter of timing,
Right,
scheduling.
right.
I was like, yeah, sign me up for that. I love talking about food and drink more than anybody.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
Same here.
definitely, Kanara just posted a link to that Creator
Yep,
Club right there. If you
yep,
haven't joined the Creator Club Discord, and you are a food and drink streamer, or in any of the other type of clubs, you should join. It's a vibe in there. It's a great time.
yes. And there are a lot of clubs in there too, guys, just so you know.
Yeah, a lot of options. I'm part of, I think, 3 of them actually.
That's wild.
Yeah. I originally joined before they created the Food and Drink Creator Club. I was
Oh,
part
really?
of it.
Okay,
Yeah, I joined well before that, because I'm part of the Artist and Makers, part of my cosplay stuff, and I was
okay.
also in the IRL one before the Food and Drink one even existed. So as soon as the Food and Drink one came up, I said, "Put me over there too," because that applies the most to me anyway.
Right. Absolutely. And I know we've said this a couple of times that I believe I'm pretty sure either you said it or, but it was like putting the drink back in food and drink.
Hmm. A big proponent of it. I am. A lot of people focus on the food, but kind of, omit the drink. And I'm not talking about, it doesn't have to be alcohol. Okay. Yes, I like my alcohol, but it doesn't have to be alcohol. I just mean, I just love pairing food with drink. It doesn't matter what the drink, but like, a meal is about the whole thing to me, not just about the food. It's about everything, a whole experience. So.
Right. Because
Agreed.
there's definitely certain things you go when you go to a restaurant that you want paired together, and especially if it's a well I don't want to say well established, what not only just well established, but a restaurant that's more on the upper scale. You know, they have certain wine or drink pairings with their food, and they'll recommend, hey, I would definitely recommend this bottle of wine that you're having with your filet mignon, or I
Mhm.
would definitely recommend this mixed drink for your chicken breast, or whatever the case is. Like, and I feel like the restaurants that do that have a better shot at sales in general because you're not just selling them food, you're selling them the drinks too, and you're giving them the option of like a I don't want to say a combo meal, but like a pairing.
Experience.
But to be
Yeah.
honest, you're not wrong about that. I worked in the industry for many years, and the place where I worked, they made way more money off of alcohol than they made on the food. Yeah, they made money on the food, but the amount of money they made on the alcohol is just exponentially more.
It's like a
Always, always,
1,500% markup where we're fighting for 29%.
Yep.
always.
You know,
Because
it's insane.
I didn't understand that until I worked at a higher end restaurant, and they push. I don't want to say they push certain foods, but like what they'll do is they'll season certain things on certain foods for you to want, like, okay, like they'll almost over pepper steak and lamb and certain things for you to want to drink more because there's so much pepper seasoning on that food.
One of
Right.
my
Like,
things.
so they
One of
would
my
do
things.
one to push the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I didn't realize that until I had worked there. And I'm just like, oh shit, this.
That's why you always find like nut mixes on bars and stuff like that. I said if I've always
Oh yeah.
if I were to ever open up a restaurant, I would offer like peanuts and stuff or like nut mixers, and then I would offer fried cakes because they're so salty, but they're so delicious and crunchy, and it's just gonna make people want to drink.
It's totally true. Anything salty is gonna just say, "Oh, I'm thirsty now." It's just so fast.
Mhm.
Yep. But like I
Yeah.
used to work at a place where we changed the menu 4 times a year, and we would have people fly in from all different sorts of vineyards, and they would do pairings with our menu. So we'd make a menu, fly them out, and they would pair their wines. And I'm talking like some of these bottles of wines were $250, and our plates were like $70 a plate. You know, so these were not cheap. So like they were making you pay. Oh God, hang on.
What happened?
I don't know.
Can you not
Oh,
hear the train?
No.
no.
Oh, good. Oh, good. It actually works again. Noise
Guess
cancellation
what?
works.
We can hear that train.
Yes.
We can hear
I'm
that
like, what
train
is he
about as much
doing?
as we can hear Mish's
The
refrigerator.
train
Okay.
was going. I thought the train was going to screw my
We
sound.
hear nothing here. We don't
Oh, that's
hear
amazing. That's so
re-
good. It works
we don't
again. I
hear
love that for me.
the
I don't
fridge
have to
breaking
mute.
down. We don't
But
hear
yeah,
the
so
train. We're
good. So
good.
yeah. So
Oh,
some of these bottles of wine, I mean, yeah, we're like $200-300, and we were
right.
selling high quality food,
She
and
said,
it
I
was
thought
just
Smokey was hearing demons.
Oh,
no. On Stream Together, it picks up everything, so I have to
Yeah,
mute
it
my
does.
mic
It
because
really
the
does.
train is like literally 10 feet from the side of my house.
I understand. I'm gonna be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
I love
It's
the
so weird. A
camera
camera
follower.
yeah, it's so weird. I don't know how like following you.
See, and that's, you know, to enhance or stream goal, that's one of mine is to have a camera like that follows me throughout the kitchen as I'm moving in the kitchen and cooking. You
That
know,
definitely
and
has its
that's
perks.
it has a lot of perks because just like Mish was saying, like to have multiple cameras in certain areas as she's doing certain things, that's so much more helpful because then people are seeing it all. Because they're like, oh, well, you're off camera. What the fuck are you doing?
I I gotta be honest with you, this camera was one of the best things I have ever won for free on Twitter. So, or X, whatever you want to call it. I actually won this camera for free a couple years ago. And I mean, even if you don't win it, it's a huge, amazing investment for any type of food and drink streamer to be able to kind of walk around and people to be able to follow you.
I always love when Kanara comes by because she's always got questions, and I love it when chat has. I love when chat has questions. I do. I really do. I think it's
Got
the best thing ever.
Gotta agree on that one.
So the next question from Kanara. She's coming to your house for dinner. What are you gonna cook? Mish,
Kanara,
come on. You're up first.
Okay. Well, for Auntie Kanara, I will make my harissa. I'll make my roasted harissa cauliflower steak with a carrot and caramelized onion um, sauce to put it on. So I will make that for her, but I will also make her an appetizer because I know that she can have that while I make this up. So my appetizer for her will be I will make whipped feta over sweet potatoes, a sweet potato bed, and so that way she can just have that to eat on that to where those flavors will complement the dinner that I'm going to make her. So
Huh?
my turn.
All right, Whiskey. Yep, you're up.
For Kanara, I would clearly make her the dish that she beat me with, a pork Wellington.
A pork
um,
Wellington. Okay.
yes, remember when I was talking about the beef Wellington that literally was one of the worst things I had to deal with on stream because it was June and it was very just the worst time of year to be making Wellington. Well, it really came down to Kanara and I. I think I had beat her on the round before, and she had made a pork Wellington instead of a beef Wellington, and she did beat me with her pork Wellington. So I think I would have to make her a pork Wellington. But I mean, I would also 90 something degrees in my kitchen, Kanara, and I have no air conditioning. None.
Oh,
No air conditioning. I do not
that's
believe in
rough.
air conditioning. I don't. I don't need it except for when I'm trying to make a beef Wellington in June. Uh, and so I think just for just shits and giggles, I would have to make a pork welly. But I would also typically what I would do is if anybody is coming to my place for dinner, I always ask them, what do you want to eat? What's your favorite? Let me know. I'll make it. That
Yeah,
simple. So
I
Kanara,
feel that.
what would
Hey,
you?
Krem's like you don't live in Texas.
Back, you know what? It still gets hot in Boston too. But what would you, Kanara, want to eat if you came to Boston? How about that?
Oh,
To visit me. What would you want me to make you? I'd be more than happy to do it.
You want chowder.
Oh, I'd make you a chowder and a hot
You want chowder. Yes, you do.
I love the accent, the heartbeat, the
a hot
heartbeat.
yeah. For
Fuck.
me, it's baking with a cast iron stove that turns my kitchen into its own oven. Honestly, your stove is so awesome, Kanara.
so
It
beautiful.
is. It's so
Oh
cool.
my
Oh,
god.
that's
First time I saw it.
It's so old school, and it's so like, oh my God, that looks. I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah, Kanara doesn't do fish or dairy. Oh, that's a
Oh,
tough one in
Oh, good.
Boston.
Okay, my answer still holds then. Okay, cool.
All right, so then go, bro.
I would do appetizer, cucumber salad, and then I would probably do my homemade pierogies and kielbasa because I'm
Okay.
Polish as fuck, and yeah, that's
all
one of the
right.
first
That
things
sounds
I ever learned how
good.
to make.
I
Okay.
gotta be honest. I love a good
Ooh.
pierogi. Oh, that's
My
nice.
dad still to this day runs a little like pierogi business out of his house, and he's like up to like 12 different flavors.
Oh, sign me up.
Savory, sweet, yeah, mild. He's got his one of his best sellers is ghost pepper and farmer's cheese. It's like one of his
Ooh.
top sellers. Yeah.
Okay. I know the first two things I would have gone with were nixed as soon as she said fish or dairy. I'm like, oh well, I'm fucked.
I mean, coming to Boston, really? Like,
Yeah, for real. No, that's
I,
so true.
I mean, because two of my top dishes that like I would want you to make something that I'm known for or something that I feel like I do best. And two of the best things that I do best is the my lobster roll, and the maha mahi mahi baja fish tacos that I make. So
I think that's a follow-up question to Kanara. Is it just fish, or can you do other seafood?
right.
She said whitefish she
She
can
said
do.
whitefish. So I mean the mahi mahi falls under that. I mean technically, but where's the dairy and lobster rolls? But it's still fish. I mean seafood, but
Yeah, that's the
um
question, Kanara. Can you do lobster? Because if you can do
Yeah, if
lobster,
you need a
I'm making
lobster,
you
yeah.
I'm making you a lobster roll. I'm getting the lobster from my uncle, who's a lobsterman here, and I'll make you a lobster roll in a hot second.
yeah, because I would find out about that and I would want to go there like that same day and find out just so you could try my lobster roll versus her lobster roll.
You honestly think you're gonna beat me at a lobster roll,
Yeah, I
Chris?
don't know if you're
Come
dead.
on,
You
come
know what?
He's from
on.
You know
Boston,
what?
man.
Not
You know
only am
what?
I from Boston, but my uncle is a lobsterman. You're not winning this debate, kid. You're not
But give me
winning.
give me the same lobster though.
No, you gotta use your own lobster. You think I'm giving you the freaking secret to the freaking meal? No, you gotta use your own lobster.
Better find your own coordinates
Okay,
in
I
the
don't
ocean,
do salmon,
homie.
but I will do shellfish all day,
I
except
got you,
clams.
Kanara.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm making you a lobster roll. Done.
Some crawfish. Okay, let's
It's gonna
go.
be so much better than Mega's lobster roll. Trust.
I mean, I don't want to compete. I don't want to compete, but I will say that I've had people say that mine is as good as a lobster roll you would get from Boston.
Guess what? As good isn't better. All I'm saying.
You're right. Touche, touche, touche,
Ah. All right,
touche.
lobster roll throwdown. Well, I made
I'm in.
another drink, so cheers to the lobster roll
There we
throwdown.
go. Hey, let's go.
How to make a lobster roll.
I love it.
I think mine is because, well, the reason I think so many people like mine is because they don't have it in this area. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, even though it's Buffalo, we're not far from Boston, but at the same time, it's not Boston. You
You
know,
do mayo base or butter base?
so it's like to have something from out of town in town, it's gonna be good, right? And or at least you got to do it well in some
Right.
kind of
So
capacity.
I got to ask you something really important about your lobster roll.
Okay.
You got to tell me, are you doing a cold or a hot? Are we
That's what
doing?
I'm wondering.
Are we
Yeah.
doing butter?
Butter,
Cold,
mayo? What are we doing
cold.
here?
You know, like what's the preparation here?
That's
Because
what I'm
this
wondering.
The
could be
lobster,
freaking night and day. You know.
the lobster meat itself is cold. The roll is buttered and toasted, and I do get the rolls, the actual lobster rolls that is cut on the sides. So you have to like toast them on each side with the butter.
But
That
the lobster itself, are you adding like mayonnaise concoction to it,
yes,
or are you just doing
yes.
butter?
No, I'm doing a mayonnaise concoction.
Okay, okay. We're talking night and day here, because butter is the better way to make a fucking lobster roll.
I
I'm telling
do
you.
It
both.
is.
I do a mayo one, but I also do one where I do butter, but I also do a really finely sliced celery, and you almost like boil the celery in the butter, so you almost confit it in the butter, and then you add that to your roll mixture, and then you toast it,
Okay.
Oh my
and then you
god.
get it's really
I'm
good.
I'm intrigued,
It's
Smokey.
really really delicious.
I'm actually really liking this idea. I might
You
have
can do it with
to.
onions too. You can do it with celery. You can add herbs to it. You can even put peppercorns in there and put it in there and steep it in there to build the butter flavor. You can throw garlic in there. You can. That's how I pretty much. That's how I mess around with it. If I'm doing butter base.
To be honest, I'm liking it. I'm liking the ideas that are free flowing here.
The I hate giving away my secrets, but I don't mind at the same time.
Mm.
But I've learned a nice measuring concoction with mayo, honey mustard, celery salt, and just a touch of dill.
I have to.
You're probably out there like, fuck that goddamn lobster roll and shut the
No,
fuck up. Your
actually,
lobster
there's
You
roll
need some
only
you need some
there's
acid in
only
there.
there's only one component of that entire thing that I will never have in my kitchen.
honey mustard.
Nope. I have
Celery
about
salt.
9 kinds of mustards. I am the mustard queen.
Celery salt.
Nope.
Celery salt.
Nope.
Nothing else?
Mayo.
Thank you.
You know
Oh,
why? Because she said something about the mayo when it came to the butter. She's like, "Oh no, you gotta use
I
butter."
absolutely
But
loathe
oh,
store-bought mayonnaise.
okay, but will you do it with homemade aioli?
I will make homemade aioli
Okay.
every single
Okay.
day of the week. I will use
Okay.
homemade aioli. I
Okay.
do
Okay.
make my own
Fair.
aioli, and that's the only way I
That's
will
usually
have
how I make
anything.
my lobster rolls. I won't do
Okay.
store-bought mayo. I'll do
Okay.
aioli mayo. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
That's why I had to ask too, because I'm like, well, there's a big difference.
yeah, store-bought lobster. I mean, so store-bought mayo.
Like, you're not using Miracle Whip, are you?
No.
Oh,
Oh, I
Just
hate
kidding, just kidding,
I
just kidding,
hate Miracle Whip.
just
to be honest, it doesn't matter what kind of store-bought mayo. I'm not
You know what
touching it
though?
with a 10-foot pole.
You know what though? I will use Miracle Whip for deviled eggs.
Oh, shut up. No, no,
Oh, I
no,
couldn't do it.
no, ain't happening.
You
I'm
literally
Yeah.
just deviled that egg.
I agree with you. Can use
still
that for
using my
deviled eggs.
homemade aioli. Sorry, Mish, what was it?
No, I agree with Chef that for devil eggs, Miracle Whip works well, so that way you don't have to use sugar. But
We're
hey,
gonna be a house divided on this. I think Mish and I are on
The
the
top
same.
versus the
Listen,
bottom.
I'm from the South, so Dukes is either I'm making it
Oh,
or
Dukes,
I'm
yeah.
buying Dukes. So so it's always going to be a house divided. I'm in the
Understood.
South.
I've never liked Miracle Whip. I was just making a joke, but I've just never liked Miracle Whip personally.
But Miracle
I
I
Whip
don't
also
is
like
don't put
I
also don't
don't.
put sugar in my deviled eggs either. I do
I'm
very
not
very
lying.
savory deviled eggs.
I will not buy any kind of mayonnaise from the store ever. You will not find that in my house. It's not
Okay,
there.
so here's my off question then, Mish. What kind of mustard do you use?
all of
Ooh.
them. Well, see, I grew up in Detroit. Like I said, I grew up in Detroit. Coleman's is my favorite mustard. Before
Okay.
then, I mean, I like French's, but I like all mustard, so it doesn't really matter. But Coleman's is
Oh, you cut, or is that just me?
No, it cut for me too.
The mic
Homemade
cut.
mustard, Kanara. Let's go with the homemade mustard.
I used to make a homemade stone ground mustard. It was like
Yeah.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah. You're back.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah. So I just like all mustards, but Coleman is my favorite, and it's probably not everywhere.
Yeah,
That's a
because
Chicago.
I've heard of it, but I've never been able to have it or find it
That's
around
a
here.
Chicago mustard.
Yeah.
So I'm able to get it from home.
This is for creme.
So, I mean, for when I'm making deviled eggs, I typically use Miracle Whip and I use a combination of spicy brown and
Mhm.
Dijon. Like I'll mix the spicy brown and Dijon together.
Don't ruin my spicy brown and my Dijon with Miracle Whip. Ugh. Okay.
Well, um, as- I would never use spicy brown inside of my deviled eggs, but it depends on
Okay,
what
why?
flavor they're looking for. Because if you're using it, so it's refreshing, right? It's supposed to be refreshing. Um, Savory sometimes takes away. So it's real funny to get deviled eggs out of restaurants because everybody can't make them, whether they think that they can or not. They really
True.
can't. And so, and it's because of those two things, either what type of mayo they're with, type of mustard. And
No, ain't no mayo in my
A
deviled
big one
eggs.
for me a problem that people have because I used
Mhm.
to work at this place where we used to sell deviled eggs on the menu. We
Mhm.
used to seasonally change them month to month. One of my favorite ones is pimento cheese ones. But one of
Ooh.
the biggest issues that we had were some people would overcook the egg. So then the yolks become very, very dry and
Mm.
crumbly, and that mixture from the get-go is already ruined. And I feel
Yeah.
like that biggest misstep is where the issue like ends up transpiring for Double Dutch, because I almost
Yeah.
like cooked them to the point where I was like I was doing like 9 minutes like, to an exact science, and you could
Ooh.
still see that nice like
It's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
I
no,
was,
Well,
it's steamed, steamed,
yeah.
not
oh,
not
okay.
boiled,
All
Okay.
right.
steamed. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
That
was
makes
steamed,
like,
not
the
boiled.
double
Yeah,
eggs,
no,
eggs are
boiled
so
is totally
tender.
different game. Yeah,
Yeah.
boiled is a totally
boil
different game.
is definitely totally different because you
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely you
Nine
need
minutes.
8 to 10. Yeah,
yeah,
8 to 10 and boiling, but not steam. Steam, you
no,
don't
No.
need
yeah,
that's too
no,
long for steaming.
yeah.
Um, and so like for me, cheese wouldn't. I wouldn't put cheese on my devil. That's
Yeah, we
I
put them in the
wouldn't.
mixture. Yeah,
I gotta
pimentos in
say,
the
But
mixture. Dill, we
if
did
you
a
go,
dill one.
if you're
Our
not
dude
using certain things, right? Like say like she doesn't use mayo. Why?
using aioli as a filler still.
Yeah, yeah, an alien and
Yeah,
cheese. I can see that being the
yeah.
binder and combo.
But that's what
But
it is a lot of time is mustard yolks and mayo. That's like your
Jordy
typical
Marie,
classic.
welcome in.
That's what everyone does.
yeah, so I don't use that in there. I don't use brown mustard because I don't want it to be savory. I want it to right that brown mustard makes it tasty and very, it breaks it down. That's just to me. And just being making it. I've always made it like how my granny made it.
I
So
think that's a
she's
lot of
always
people,
used,
right?
yeah, pretty much.
So,
So
I always made mine
so
with
let me ask
Dijon
you, let
personally.
me ask you, ladies, let me ask you, ladies, this. I know Smokey's heard me talk about it a couple of times because it's one of my other favorite things that I like to make, and that I've kind of started to become known for is a Cubano.
Oh,
And the reason I started dabbling with different mustards was because of the Cubano. I didn't I
Mm.
didn't want to use a French's basic ass mustard for a Cubano like that. That's an insult, right? So it's like I actually end up mixing three different mustards together. I actually ended up mixing honey mustard, brown brown spicy mustard, and honey mustard. I don't know how I came and Dijon. So it's like I started mixing. I like I consider myself when it comes to sauce making and to like different like mustards and aiolis and whatnot. Like I am a mixologist because I'll sit there and mix all kinds of different things together to come up with a flavor that I'm looking for. And I've always found it by just sitting there playing around. Like I'm gonna sit there and just mess around with different mustards and different
mhm.
things till I find what I'm looking for. And it's like, oh, let me add more of this because it's overpowering this one. So it's like finding a balance. But what do you ladies think of a Cubano? Have you ever had a Cubano?
Oh, absolutely. Living in, being very close to Miami is if you can go to Cuba, that is the best place you're gonna get a real life,
Mama's
authentic.
house. I'm sorry, real quick. Mama's house. Can you whisper me instead of messaging me on Discord? Because if I pull my messages up on Discord while I'm in Discord, it's gonna mess things up. Can you whisper me, please? Whatever you said to me in Discord, please, because I can't see it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. I've had an authentic one, but I went to Cuba, so I've had one there, and then I've had one in Miami, and they are delicious. And it is the bread and the
Hmm.
mustard that goes. That if you don't have the, it don't really matter. Um, Same thing for uh, like you see, y'all lobster rolls.
Hmm.
If you don't have the appropriate bread, it doesn't really matter. It's not
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Phillies, like, a Philly cheesesteak, if you don't have the matters, you know, That is a delicious
It cut for a
sandwich.
second. Did you say the bread for the Philly?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the bread.
Okay.
Give it like
No,
a
because
banh mi
it
too.
did
Oh,
it
good
did cut
banh
for
mi.
that quick second. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
mean,
Oh
Mish,
no, that's so. I was just saying that I have had one, and then before the Cubans is really the mustard and it's really the bread. It's a delicious Cuban.
so for me, I've actually never had one.
Mm.
So I cannot opine. To be
That
completely
one.
fair, I love everything in that sandwich. I can't tell you why I haven't had it. Maybe because I've never actually been to Miami other than Miami Airport way too many times than I want to actually admit. Spent way too much time in Miami Airport without actually going to Miami. I have not been to Cuba. I would love to go, and I would love to have a Cubano, but I have not had one. I will also say that a sandwich is about all of its individual parts coming together.
Good night, Kanara.
What Mish was saying. Oh, good night, Kanara.
Good night,
What
Auntie.
Good night, Nara.
what Mish was saying about the Philly cheesesteak. I just had a sandwich competition in my channel for the month of September, and the Philly
Oh,
cheesesteak that we did was
who was the
absolutely
winner?
it was actually dinner with mom.
Let's
She
go. What was it?
Yeah, it was a carne asada torta, and it was
Oh,
just a myriad. It was a flavor bomb in your mouth. It was so amazing. But I think the Philly cheesesteak by Hippie Wayfarer was second place. We had a twist on a banh mi. I know Smokey was just talking about the banh mi. We had an Italian banh mi, which was and I think that was third. That was so good. We did a Permani Brothers style Reuben and a Colorado omelet style breakfast sandwich. All of them were amazing, right? But it's interesting. Nobody presented the Cubano. I would have loved to have tried it.
yeah. I remember you saying that because I had mentioned that because that's when you started that is right around the time that I ran the Cubano at the restaurant.
Oh, okay.
And I had
Well,
mentioned it, and you're like, yeah, I wish somebody would have had that sandwich on there.
to be honest, there was no bad sandwiches in the competition. It really came down to like the dinner with mom won by 1 point total.
Wow.
1 point over the Philly cheesesteak, and all of the rankings were really, really close. It was a tough competition. It was a delicious competition. Let me I
have to
had
be
a
real
lot of
careful
delicious sandwiches, huh?
You have to be real careful with Phillies because people create Phillies, but not a Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, no,
Right.
no. Okay. I will tell you my first job in the industry at the age of 15 included making Phillies. I know how to make a Philly, and I know what you're talking about, Mish. I know it. You
It's
just
our
have to be
Phillies. I might
very
work with the cheese
careful.
whiz and everything.
Huh?
I
Not,
said
did you just say cheese whiz?
yeah,
Yeah,
we got the whole
wait,
cheese whiz on it and everything. Yeah.
wait.
Yo, Mish about to come to the Discord and smack the fuck out you, bro.
Nope, because that's Pat's. Pat's make it with cheese whiz is not the best. It's not the best.
Mm,
It's
Pat's
not the
Pat's make
best.
it.
I agree.
guess
It's
what?
not the
Guess
best,
what?
Yeah,
but that's yeah.
Pat's make it with cheese whiz. That's the Italian way to make it.
Yeah.
The way we make it is not the same. That's why I said you got to be real careful about how you make a Philly cheese a Philly cheese.
Look. Pat's and Geno's can just go like that, right? Right quick, all
Well,
right?
you said it
Neither of
out loud.
those
I
two,
didn't have to say it.
neither of those two are the best Philly cheesesteak in Philly, all right?
No,
And I've
it's
been to Philly
absolutely
plenty of
not.
times.
No, at all.
Like, I've never been to Philly and had a real Philly cheesesteak.
Oh,
You
you
are
have to.
missing out
Oh,
on
it's
life right
delicious.
You,
there.
I
you,
mean, I've had obviously the local steak hoagies, which to
Let me
me
tell you,
are amazing.
they are
Like,
very good, but I need you to have salt, pepper, ketchup, grilled onions. I need you to have that because you have to stay in all one. Because if you don't, they would kick you out of the line. That's
there's ketchup in
what I
it.
want. Yeah, they can
Yeah,
get a
that's
lot.
where they lose me. That's where they lose me.
You'll hold up the line. Like
Blech.
you need to know what you're gonna have
Blech.
when you walk through that line. So you need
Oh,
to
you
know it's
gotta
salt,
know
pepper, ketchup.
exactly what you're ordering when you get up
Salt,
there.
pepper,
I'm gonna
ketchup,
be like,
grilled onion.
I just want a traditional Philly
Ketchup is
cheesesteak.
foul.
Nothing special. I'm like, just give me
No,
the
that's the traditional salt, pepper, ketchup, grilled
No,
onion.
it's foul.
No,
really.
Foul. Foul.
ketchup ain't traditional. Ketchup ain't not traditional. You
But
ain't. You,
yes,
you-
ketchup is absolutely the traditional way. That is what it is. That's why
nope.
ketchup
Salt,
is a tradition.
pepper.
Salt, pepper, ketchup. That's what it
Well,
is.
salt, pepper,
Foul.
onions, maybe not ketchup.
No, it is ketchup.
There's not been
It
a
is
single
definitely ketchup.
ounce of ketchup on mine.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said you have to be real careful when you make Philly cheesesteaks
I
because
don't
it
want
is salt,
ketchup.
pepper,
I don't want
ketchup.
ketchup on my
All
cheesesteak.
right.
Oh, it
What was
happened.
we got another question up here. What was this one that was
You
pinned?
missed one from
Oh, we missed it from Kanara, and Kanara just left, but we still gonna talk about it anyway.
Sure.
you missed
What
one from Chaos. Is that how you say Chaos Reaper? He
Chaos
asked,
Reaper?
yeah,
74?
he, asked about oxtails. Way
Oh,
up
that
there.
Yes.
that was
Yes,
a
he
while
did.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Chaos
yeah,
Reaper
yeah.
talked about
Yeah.
oxtails.
I mean, we can still talk about it. Let's go. Well, I let me scroll back, see if I can find it real quick.
I think he just asked if we work with oxtails and if so, what we thought about it. I think that was kind of the question.
Probably. I never have personally. Um, and to my recollection, I don't think I've ever had it either. Has anyone else?
I've
Yeah, I
had it
eat it
once,
all
but
the
I've never
time.
really cooked with it.
I haven't cooked with it. Got to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've cooked with it. I make it Caribbean style and I make it Southern style. It's
Mm.
two different
Okay.
ways.
So so what's the preferred method then?
It's the
Let me ask
same
you
method.
that.
It's the
Oh,
same
same
method.
method? Okay.
They can act like it's different. It's the same method.
So what is it then?
So the method is you pretty much you sear and then you stew.
Okay.
You sear and stew. It's just what type of stew you want to put it in. Like if you are creating and the type of gravy. Gravy is always a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So it was have any of you made oxtail? And if so, what was your experience with it? Okay.
it's very easy to make. Well, it's easy to make when you used to making it, right? Like it's not. You can really mess that up too. That's one of the things that you can overcook it. Um, and so it's all about stewing. What I've learned is that the pressure cooker does it in 30 minutes. It's quick. It's same effect, same effect. But it's all about making the right stew. So if you're doing it in the South, you stew from like butter, flour, chicken stock. If you making it Caribbean style, you are making it uh, brown sugar ketchup, uh, browning, uh, browning sauce, and you create it from there. You add beans to it, and if you and potatoes and stuff to carrots, all that to the actual Caribbean style. And over here, creating lots amount of gravy from the stew from there. So it's the
I
difference.
love Caribbean. Like
I do too.
everything I've tried to ever cook more recently over the past few years, it has had some kind of Caribbean influence.
Mm-hmm.
And that was mostly because every year during my birthday, right around February, after hurricane season, we
Mm-hmm.
would go on a cruise and
Nice.
we would do like a 10-day cruise to the Caribbean. And some of that food that I've had down there, I'm just like, oh my God.
Yep.
Like it's
Now, while y'all
very
talking
flaky.
about lobster, that's lobster down there. That sweet lobster, that's so good.
See, you know what else I liked down there a lot was what is it? Just about like in case any of y'all don't know, like in the Caribbean, like 90% of everything is imported because there's no real farmage, but there's like you don't have a whole lot of livestock except what chickens, I think, and like maybe a
Beef.
few other animals, and like,
Yeah,
but it's
look.
mostly fish. So it's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of fish down there, and it's absolutely amazing.
It definitely depends on where you are in the Caribbean.
Yep.
True, true,
A lot
very
of that
very true,
I've been
very
to
true.
plenty of times. It does depend on what country you're in. So, but yeah.
So the other question, oh, I thought I pinned it.
There was one from you said it was from Kanara right before she left
Yeah,
about
it was an ingredient question.
oh, I think it was what ingredient do you fear the most? Something
Yes. Oh
Oh,
no.
I didn't.
Yes. Question: what ingredient do you fear to work with?
okay. Close.
Mish, you want to go first?
I'm trying to think. Um, I don't know. I don't know which I fear to work with. I'm not real sure. Because when you use a lot of seasonings, you use a lot of inside there. So I'm not real sure what I'm afraid to work with. I don't really bake. Maybe that, you know what I'm saying? I don't really bake. I can, I just don't. It's
Well,
not
there's a
my
quote. I love that you said that because there's a quote that I've said a couple of times, and I want to make sure I read it verbatim
thing.
because it's from one of my other favorite chefs.
Hmm.
Um, uh, oh, right there. Um, I don't know. Do you guys know who Marco Pierre White is? Marco Pierre White. Okay, so at one point in time, and I wish I had been around at this time to either be in this kitchen or watch this kitchen work because it was Marco Pierre White, Anthony Bourdain, and um, and Gordon Ramsay together in this restaurant, and I want to say it was France, and um, the quote goes, "Cooking is a philosophy, not a recipe, unless it is baking, and then it is chemistry."
Yep.
Because so much of baking is very, very precise. A little too much baking soda will completely fuck up everything you're trying to do.
Yep. Talk to me.
I gotta, say I do both. Um, I was on screen today. I do monthly baking giveaways. One thing I love about baking is that it is precise. Um, my strong suits actually in school were math and chemistry. For me, the preciseness of baking makes it so easy because you follow the recipe, voila, you have the product. Whereas with cooking, I love it because of its creativity, the fact that you can take something and you can do whatever you want with it, but and you don't have to follow a recipe, but it's completely opposite. Yes, you can follow a recipe if you truly want to, but you don't have to, nor do I usually. And so I have to agree completely with that quote you just gave. That was a good one.
I agree with that too. My like I said, my first degree is biology with a minor in chemistry. That's why I make really good sauces. I make really good sauces because I know the chemistry. And the periodic table is my friend. Okay, it's always been my friend. Uh,
Mm.
and it helps. It helps a lot when it comes to creating sauces. So And that's right. When you follow directions for baking, you get it. Then you can be more creative after that. But you absolutely have to follow every direction inside
Mm.
of baking for sure. I made pizza dough for the first time. So the first time I did it, I didn't follow directions. I made flatbread, which was good because I was making a flatbread pizza. But when I wanted to make a real pizza, I went through and I redid it again, and I literally follow every direction. I was like, "Oh my gosh, I made actually pizza dough."
You-
I love it. I love it.
Once you get really into a pizza dough, you can start making poolishes, and then once you start making poolish, you
Yo,
can
Super
make
Sour
even
Punch,
better
welcome in.
dough.
I do
But
love
Right.
making my own pizza dough.
yeah,
It's a lot of fun. It's work, but
it's a
it's
lot of
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I enjoyed it. But I enjoy the most is that, it really turned out well. I made a breakfast pizza and I
Oh,
made my own
delicious.
pesto sauce
Mm.
because I can't have tomatoes. So I had to
Hello,
be
Savage,
creative.
welcome in.
Oh, you can't
I
have
had to,
tomatoes. Okay.
yeah, I can't eat tomatoes. My blood type. So when you ask me, have I eaten a lot of things? I eat per my blood type. So when I cook, is a lot of things that I need to have for my blood type. So I eat for my blood type. Um,
Interesting.
and oxtails is one of those things. So oxtails and lamb are the things that are the proteins that I need. Goat is delicious. Right. So I eat goat. I make lots of curry. I make curry goat. I can do those things. So, but yeah, uh, making different sauces because I can't have tomatoes and I like things that require tomato sauces. It made it easier for me to learn how to love roasted red peppers.
Yes, I was about to say.
Another African tradition, roasted red peppers is the basic sauce for every pepper sauce that's in there. There's spicy sauces, it's tomatoes and roasted red pepper. So I learned how to use other things. So it's really good. It's really good to make a good, pizza dough, but it's even better to make, the things that go well on top of it.
I gotta tell you, good pizza can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yo, and then I gotta chime in with good pizza because here in Buffalo, like, I really, a lot of people aren't gonna like me for saying this.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
oh,
I'm sorry,
I don't
but
think
I
he's
really
sorry.
feel like Buffalo has one. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this so that I'm not trying to pick a fight, but Buffalo has one of the best pizzas
Mm. I don't know if you're gonna
because
sell me
we always pair pizza and wings together, and Buffalo's already known for wings, right? Someone boo
I mean,
this man.
I
on.
mean,
Look, I gotta be honest with you. I actually did have a buffalo chicken pizza yesterday. That is not my favorite combination pizza. It's
No, no,
good.
no,
Don't
not
get me
not
wrong.
not as a pizza, but I'm saying like your
No, but
basic
you're
cheese
trying
and
to
pepperoni,
combine wings with pizza
and
and
because that's what you do here. Like we have pizza and we have wings, but we keep them separate. We don't eat them on togetherness.
look, New York City is known
together,
for its pizza.
together is
Buffalo is not where the pizza capital of
You
the
guys keep
world.
your wings, all right?
What's up,
You
Die
guys
Hard?
keep
Welcome
your
in, brother.
wings.
Like you can claim wings all you want. You're not allowed to claim pizza. Gotta be honest with you. I'm not
But
trying to
he's
claim
in New
pizza in
York, so I
Boston.
mean, it's New York, and so I would go along for him to have pizza because he's in New York, right? It might not be New York
New
City.
I'm
York.
just
New
saying,
You
York
ain't got that
like,
New York
City.
City tap water,
okay,
all
I'm
right?
just
It ain't
saying.
the same.
Yeah, New York
I'm just
City.
That New
saying.
York
If
City tap water hits different.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about the same place here. New
I
York
I
State, especially Buffalo, you're pretty much bordering Canada, eh? You ain't making the best pizza.
Damn, damn.
Uh,
Yo,
I know.
okay,
I'm sorry.
okay. So here's this.
You
I
can
I
make the
will
best
throw.
wings all you want, though. I'll believe you if you make the best wings.
I'm not gonna correct you at all. I'm gonna throw this down right here, right now. Anyone in chat, anyone here in streaming with me right now, Whiskey Monster, MishMish8, Smokey. If you guys ever come to Buffalo, ever to visit, you go see the falls. The Niagara Falls is 20 minutes away. If y'all come here, I swear, food on me, so you can try Buffalo food.
Dude, you're a day late and a dollar short. I went through Buffalo to Niagara just over a year ago, July 4th,
What the fuck?
2024, dude. Where was the invite then?
I went through Buffalo
Obviously, we
last year
didn't know
too.
each other then
I
because I would have
know.
Honestly,
told
I'm
you.
kind of bummed. I'm
yeah.
kind of bummed. I passed by Buffalo.
I
I was
would have
like,
took
oh,
you to
there's
all the
Buffalo.
spots.
I
I would have
know.
took you to all the good spots.
I
Literally.
passed through Buffalo because I had to go to a wedding in Connecticut last year, 2 years ago.
Oh, see, here we go with your shit now.
Yeah,
Okay, now it's
yeah.
your turn too, huh? You're supposed to be my co-host. You're supposed to be backing me, bro.
Well, all I can do is tell you all
RX Mary, what's good, bro?
I can give you an excellent experience in the DMV area, in the Philly area. I can give you an excellent experience in parts of Texas, Dallas, Houston, San Antonio. I can give you an experience in all of Florida. Pick a place. Pick a place. I can give you that. I've lived in 38 states, so I can give you a
Let's go.
good round of
There's a lot of
experience.
freaking states to live in, Mish.
Yeah. I lived in
Okay,
6
so
countries.
Mish, okay, I got a question. We have a question pinned.
Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna. I swear we're gonna get to that in 1 minute. But Mish, I have a very specific question. With you traveling
Mm-hmm.
and with the military as much as you have,
Mm-hmm.
okay, um, where has been? I want to say, I really want to say your favorite food culture or food area.
Oh,
But
okay.
I already know you're gonna say down south, so I want to say outside of the south.
Mm, It's
She
all in
wasn't
one.
even gonna say down south. Don't
Nope.
presume.
Well,
All
well,
right.
because so here's the thing. I want you all to understand this part of it, right? Because it's a beautiful part that we are all just getting to see here, probably in the last 10 years, right? So my favorite part is when I was
Shoot me.
in Africa and in the continent, and I went to 6 different countries there, and I had all kinds of food. My mother's side is from Nigeria, so making bread and having a lot of fish dishes, a lot of goat dishes. You know what I'm saying? We a lot of those type of things we do. Not a lot of pork, right? We get a smidget of beef inside there. But making fufu and all that stuff. So right, like so now I have that. Then I go to the Caribbean and I have things very similar that I pick from. Then I go to the South and very similar things that I pick from. So I like different things. So I'll tell you the African diaspora first. I'll tell you I love Indian food is my second favorite food in the all of what
Really?
I love
I love
it.
Indian
Yes.
food.
And
Yeah.
then Japanese
Okay.
food because I was in Japan I grew up in Japan.
Okay.
My dad is a retired a retired army serviceman himself. And so I grew up there. And so those are my favorites right there. Those are my absolute favorites.
That's an interesting juxtaposition. I guess I'll answer the question as well. I've been to a lot of different places. I did live in Europe for 6 months, and my 2 favorite places that I've been to in terms of food, one is Italy.
Mm.
Hands down, I couldn't have a
Mhm.
bad meal there.
Yo,
You
and didn't you notice the difference in
Pasta.
Italian cooking and then
Mhm.
Italian American cooking? It's a
and
huge difference.
we're
Huge.
talking night and day. They're not even remotely close.
Doesn't
But
close.
being in Italy for 5 days was just glorious to me. It was everything I put in my mouth was just delicious. The freshness of the flavors of the ingredients, everything was just amazing. And this next one may surprise people,
Okay.
but I think I gained 5 pounds in 1 week in this country. 5 pounds, 1 week. And it was Ireland. Some of the best food I've ever had.
Okay.
Hands
Interesting.
down. Yep. No joke. So those are my two favorite
So
non
what
non-US
made you gain the
countries.
5 pounds? What were you eating?
Oh, I was eating everything and anything. I mean, it was the fish and chips. It was the beef stew. It was anything and everything I could get my hands on. It was so good. Everything.
I've seen it's to bring in the drink part of food and drink as well. When it comes to brewing, right? It's all based on the water source. So the Guinness that's made in Ireland is completely different than the Guinness made here in the US because it's a completely different water source.
I will tell you
So
there is a
it
difference.
tastes different too.
Yes, and the Guinness factory in Dublin, 100% worth going to. It is 7 floors. They take you through all 7 floors on the general tour. You get up to the top, right? And it is a circular bar with windows all around where you can see the entire city of Dublin. All these different parts of it. It's absolutely beautiful. You get your pint of Guinness and it's gorgeous. It's just totally worth it. I also went to the Jameson factory. I know, shocking. Which was another beautiful tour, a lovely time. But the Guinness, the building itself, extremely impressive. The view from the top, amazing. I loved it.
The Guinness in the Caribbean is different too.
Mm-hmm.
It goes really well. It goes really well with chicken and vegetarian dishes over there.
Do you know, fun fact? I know a lot of people don't know this, but Guinness is somewhat of a diet beer. Everybody thinks it's heavy
Really?
calories. It's actually extremely low calorie. If you're on a diet and you want to drink a Guinness, you're good. Because
And tequila too.
I'm not gonna look, Mish, if you want to do some tequila right now, I'm down.
I, mm,
I've been drinking rum, but I could switch.
Mm.
I,
well, I'm drinking whiskey right now, but I can switch too.
Oh
you
shit, here we go.
Cheers, Mish.
You're not
Cheers
leaving out
to
the drink. Okay.
cheers
See,
to everyone. Cheers to everyone. Let's do a nice
cheers.
little round. Cheers.
Cheer
Here you go.
Smoky cheers. Get your smoke.
I
Smoke.
got my
Yeah,
smoke.
yeah, yeah. You don't need to drink. You can cheers with your smoky. It's actually nutritious. I love that, Cammy. Like nutritious. That's perfect.
I mean, Chaos Reaper, I mean, that's why I wanted to do this podcast to begin with, is because everyone loves food, right? So
Mhm.
why not bring people together, talk about food, and get to know other people? That's the basis of this podcast.
Well, I appreciate you having me on here.
I
Though
appreciate
That's been
both of
awesome.
you.
Hey,
I appreciate all of you.
ditto
I
on
Awesome.
mean,
that.
Smokey, like I brought the concept up to Smokey. I'm like, yo, I got this idea. I'm like, do you want to run it with me? And he's like, yo, hell yeah. Didn't even
Mind you,
hesitate.
mind you, he found me through gaming. Like, I'm not a food and drink streamer. I just so happen to be a chef and have been. And it's
And it
my
was
whole
funny
life,
because I
you
didn't
know.
even know you were a chef until I was in your
Yeah.
chat and I was talking to you late night. And I'm like,
Yep.
man, it was probably something on the lines of I'm burned out and I'm sick of this cooking shit. You're like, bro, I'm a chef too.
I get it.
You know
Yeah.
what?
Okay.
It's a great podcast to have. I mean, food
it
and drink
really
brings
is.
everybody together. Let's be honest. Everybody
hmm
has food and drink that they love and they want to share and stories about it. So it's a great concept.
Okay, so here was the other pinned question, and we're gonna do round robin on this one too. If you could work at any restaurant anywhere in the world, what would it be? Or where would it be?
Alinea in Chicago,
Okay, why?
because I want to go work with Chef Grant, and the ideas that they have at that restaurant are some of the craziest ideas I've ever seen in my life. The fact that
Okay.
they took 3 different kinds of sugars and made an edible balloon they could literally carry to a table is one of the most mind blowing things to me that I've ever seen in my life in the culinary world. I would love to go do stage there. Yeah, it's an easy
Okay.
one.
Ladies?
I was letting Mish lead the way, so
I'm gonna have to let you go this go round. I'm gonna have to,
I'm gonna
and I've
okay.
been to so many restaurants, and I don't know.
I already know mine if y'all want me to go,
Well,
so
go
y'all can
ahead.
think.
Go ahead. Lead the
Um,
way.
Mine would definitely have to be the French Laundry.
That was my second one.
I
That's
would,
that's my
I
second pick.
would, I would love, even if it was as a dishwasher. Okay, like I would take the pay cut. I would take the step all the way down. Okay, just to be a dishwasher in Thomas Keller's restaurant. I think Thomas Keller has been one of the most unique and most influential chefs in America. And people don't even know who he is still to this day, which drives me nuts because some of his food is replicated in other areas of of the country. I want to say world, but country, and have been widely used. And it's all stemmed from the French Laundry, and it's like because he was doing different techniques and different usages, and it blew people's minds because they weren't thinking of creating something so crazy, and that's why it's one of my favorite chef books, and that's why when we started this podcast, that was my first book that I brought into the podcast. I was like, yo, listen, if you don't have this here, it, uh, the French Laundry, the French Laundry cookbook. Highly recommend. It is probably wrong way. There we go. Still backwards, but whatever. Um, but it's probably one of the best cookbooks to start learning from if you're trying to be a chef somewhere, if you're trying to learn more and do different things beyond the basic. That's kind of where it all came from was them.
Jose Andres, I love that answer, Mom.
Yo, okay, okay, let's go. Did, did I give you ladies enough time to think of one?
I'm still deferring to Mish.
I
I,
would
I will
like
tell you,
to.
I will tell you just quick side note before you get into this, Misha. I apologize. Is
Oh, no worries.
somebody just posted in my Discord the 10 reasons why Guinness is good for you.
Let's
All
go.
right, let's go.
I think I would like to work with Harvey Marv, with Marcus Samuelson. I would like to, because I also love Ethiopian food very much. So I would like to work in his restaurant.
That's fair. Marcus Samuelson is very impressive, I have to say.
Mhm.
Very
Yeah.
impressive.
Nice.
That's very fair. Okay, I'm going to preface my response to this question as I don't want to go back to working in restaurants. Been there, done that. Okay. Yes, I would love to
Cop out
see.
response.
You
Cop
know,
out response.
yes, I would like to see how some of the kitchens work in a lot of these restaurants. I want to be a diner looking into the kitchen
Yeah.
and being fed. Okay, let's be honest.
Absolutely.
I
And
could go
being
on
fed.
for days the amount of restaurants. I would love to just be sitting on the sidelines and be like, yeah, maybe whatever you want, right? I don't
Mhm.
know. I don't know
Yeah,
that
I
I
like to
would
get my
have
hands dirty. I don't know. That's the chef in me, though. I like to cook. I
dirty,
like to
but I
cook just as much as I like to eat it.
want to be
Personally,
fed. And I don't
that's
want to
also true.
and I don't want to work 13 hours to get fed. Be there for like 3 hours and watch them do their thing. Like, I gotta be honest. I got out of the industry because the hours are very, very
Oh, they're
long.
terrible. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we know this. And to be honest, I don't know that I have a good answer. I would love to go to any and every restaurant I could possibly go to in the entire world.
Fair.
Of course, there are plenty of restaurants I would skip. Let's be honest. There's a lot of restaurants that I would hot damn skip. But there's so many that I would like to see. I don't know if I could pinpoint it to just one. That's a really tough question. So sorry, I punted. Don't,
But
don't, don't
I get it. I totally get it.
No, from your guys' perspective, I get it a bit more. For mine and Megas, I feel like it's a lot answer.
I
Like
know. You know what? It was probably my lamest answer of the night. I'll acknowledge it.
I just
Yeah,
had to.
no,
I
it,
just.
it, it
I
was
just
a
had to
real
talk a little shit. No, you're good. No.
acknowledging how lame that fucking response was right here. All right. If you want to, I'll go take a shot or something to make up for it. But I'm
Yo,
sorry, I don't have a better response.
I love it because that's how I felt more recently. Like I would love to not be in the kitchen as much as I am and as long as I am. And uh, that's why I could never settle for nothing. If I were to leave where I'm at to go anywhere else, I would not settle for anything less than either ownership or a silent partner or having a silent partner where like here, go run a restaurant and I'm just going to give you the money to do it. I mean, and that's where my end game comes into play with doing what I'm doing here on Twitch. It's like I'm hoping the hope has always been obviously to be seen and to be heard and to be recognized, right? But it's also to be like, hey, listen, I'm out here. I've been cooking professionally for damn near 28 years, actually 26 if you want to be specific. Um, I've been working at literally I don't want to say every restaurant in Western New York, Buffalo area, but I hopped around a lot learning things and techniques from everywhere that I was at, and then I would leave because I was always craving more knowledge and more information and more skill. And it's like some of the places that I've been, like there's like the pre-COVID and then there's post-COVID with restaurants, right? Like if you've gone to a restaurant and it was amazing before COVID, and then you go back there after COVID and they're like, oh my God, this is complete fucking trash now. What the fuck happened? Well, guess what? It's harder to keep staff. It's harder to do the things you want to do in the kitchen professionally because no one really wants to fucking do that anymore, to be honest. Let's just call it what the fuck it is. And it's like that spotlight is open for everyone to see now. And yet there's that younger group that's coming up and they don't even want to bother to do the work because either they're lazy, uneducated in anything, or they just don't want to do it to begin with. And so it's like, where is the future of good food going? Because obviously, to me, in my opinion, restaurants are losing. It's the home meals that are making a huge comeback now because no one wants to go out and spend the money. Yet at the same time, going to your local grocery store and trying to buy a filet mignon is going to be out of the question because it costs so fucking much.
Mm-hmm. You're not wrong.
Not at all. I do a little bit of. I started doing this here in the last like week or so. Going to the grocery store and just letting people know what's on sale, what I'm buying. Like if I'm buying dairy, meat, veggies, grains, right? And I'll let them know, and then after I finish, I'll let you know what grocery store that I shopped at. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been saying this probably um for probably about the last 8 months. Are we really gonna run into a place where
I got an answer for you in 1 second. Hold on.
we're gonna run out of food, and we're gonna have to learn how to do for ourselves inside of there, and just be mindful with like what you buy and what you can grow, right? Like, and so I've been just kind of telling people that because homemade meals is really art. It's good, but to buy the meat, uh to buy the vegetables, I spent $30 on vegetables.
Yeah.
And
To
I'm
be
and that's what I'm saying, like that's just if you're getting, just good vegetables. They don't always have to be, but certain things, like certain places, because it's coming from a certain type of farm, right? And so, but it's still, that was $30, just $30 on veggies. That it was no soda, it was no water, it was no meat, it was no dairy, it was just veggies. All right. And so, and just think about, I use fresh food almost every time that I cook. That could be pricey, but the homemade meals is still winning, right? And at the end of the
Oh
day,
yeah.
I totally agree with you that the restaurant, um, if you're not farming the table, pretty much you are. I used to live in Sacramento, California. That's farm to table everything. Everything is farm to table. So if you're not farming to table, it's really kind of hard to keep the people, because right, like everybody is like health conscious and stuff, or trying to move into a direction of health. So they really want the farm to table. So farm to table is still kind of in the mix. That's my opinion on
Absolutely.
it.
And a big
To be
thing
honest,
too is
oh, sorry, go
natural
ahead.
food costs. Food costs around for restaurants is so high that you have to charge so high. It's easier to just eat at home or learn how to grow yourself. You can make those foods
Right.
yourself, so then you have vegetables and you don't have to worry about going out to eat as much. Because
Mhm.
now burgers are $20 to $30 depending on where you live, and it's
Yeah.
it's insane to eat out even for families. Like even being
Yeah.
single and living alone, it's still crazy to try to eat out. Like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a lot. I don't eat out that often, to be
yeah,
honest. I Most of my meals are homemade. And one thing I do, I think similar to Misha over here is, a lot of what I make on stream is decided the week of because I look at what's
Mhm.
on sale at the
Mm,
store. And yeah, I might have an
yeah, for
idea
sure.
in my mind. I might have a couple ideas that I've planned ahead of time, but I look, what's on sale this week? What can I
Mhm.
make that's going to be affordable?
Mhm.
Because I want my food to both be tasty and approachable. And I think it's important to be able to show, like, hey, look, yeah, you can buy the chicken breast and make it tasty. This is a way that you can do that. You don't have to get steak. You don't have to get this crazy price seafood if you don't want to. You can make any meat taste good. But to me, yeah, it matters a lot what's on sale. And that's why I don't usually have my streams planned too far ahead of time because I want to be open to what's on sale this week. Maybe it's a veg, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But I, I,
Mhm.
I go to more than one grocery store just so I can get the
Yep.
best deals.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people don't do that. They have their one grocery store, they go there and they get everything there. But honestly, it doesn't make a lot of sense. A lot of grocery stores have veggies on sale, but their meats aren't nearly as cheap as maybe a different one. And it's about figuring out what works best.
Right.
Mhm.
See, and that's where a lot of restaurants, just like how you're trying to decide where to get your veggies and your proteins from, it's the exact same way for restaurants.
Right.
Like we're trying to juggle where to get things from to make it affordable for us to still make a profit.
Correct.
And it's even harder when you for me, for example, like I have seven different vendors to use or at my disposal to use. So it's like, but each one of them has a minimum order amount. So like US Foods is $800. If I'm not spending $800, they're not going to bring me shit. I got to go to them. Schneider's, steaks and seafood. If I'm not ordering at least $500 worth of protein, um, I have to go get it from them. And that takes time and money away from me being at the restaurant doing what I need to do to get set up. And
Mhm.
the list goes on and on. So it's very difficult for everyone right now to figure out how to put things together and get a nice meal made at an affordable price.
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's a struggle.
It is
And it's
For a
even
very
lot.
worse. It's even worse for mom and pops because they have to pay such a higher amount, or like smaller places where I feel like even bigger, like my job. Sure, we have food costs to worry about, but they're so big, like it's large, and they have multiple restaurants around the country that it's
Mm,
you can make more money off of that, and they're also using cheaper ingredients. Where pops are trying to make good food and still be affordable, but it still doesn't work because they still pay such a high amount. Like you're fighting food costs all the time to try to make a profit, which is why we were talking about at the beginning, people usually crutch to alcohol because alcohol is a great way to make money and survive, and you can have that ambiance, have that like way to get people into your restaurant. You can't just have a support worker to just go into a place and get burgers, fries, wings, or whatever you're getting. Those places that are bigger like that, they kind of survive.
I mean, look at the downsize of major restaurants like Denny's. I mean, here in my local area, there used to be, I want to say, 8 different Denny's you could go to. Now there's only 2.
Yeah, and some places just die. Like I remember the last time I ate at a Denny's or an IHOP or a Chili's or an Applebee's. I don't remember the last time I ate at any of those places.
I gotta be
But
honest.
here, go ahead.
Same.
Like
I don't go to chain restaurants for a reason. I
yeah,
avoid
like
them like the plague. If I'm gonna go out to eat, I'm gonna go to a mom and pop place, a local establishment, something owner operated, where I know that the quality of the food is going to be something that the owner is going to be responsible for.
they give a shit because it's their livelihood. It's something they
Exactly.
Yes.
take pride in.
Yes.
hmm Plus,
See,
like,
and then look at like a Denny's because Denny's, I always felt this when I actually worked at a Denny's for a little while. 2 months. Sorry, not sorry.
a whole 2 months. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there were a lot of places that I didn't stay there very long because I wasn't, like I said, I felt like I wasn't learning nothing from them. And if I'm not learning something, I'm not going to stay there.
Mhm.
Um, but with Denny's, I looked at them and I'm like, your menu's way too big. I'm
Yeah,
like, you're trying to cater to everyone, which is a great idea or a great idealism, but you can't do that to succeed.
No, I don't believe in restaurants that have more than a two-page menu.
correct.
I like
Ab-
that.
Absolute facts. I'll be right back.
Less is more.
Yep.
Because it's being specialized, right? It's being you have something that no one else has, and it's really fucking good.
Yep.
It's like going to the Cheesecake Factory, right? You go there and they have like a 50-page menu. And you're
Yeah,
like, there's
it's-
no possible way
I
that you
worked there
can
too, by the way.
yeah, there's no possible way that you can actually be good at making each and every one of the dishes on this menu if it takes me half an hour to get from the first page to the last page of your menu and I can't remember a single thing about the menu other than cheesecake.
well,
Like, come on.
let's not even start
Facts,
begin with
Mama's house.
the
Facts.
quality of ingredients on hand if you have 70 different things on your menu.
That's
It's
exactly
insane.
what Mama's house
How
was just saying.
how
She's
freezer
like,
burned is some of that shit? Like,
You're like,
come
so
on.
like
bad,
how
so bad.
you
Like,
can't keep that fresh. It's
how
impossible.
long have
No.
those crab legs been in the freezer, yo? Like,
Yeah,
why are we serving these?
certainly.
Love it.
I
Absolutely
think
love it. So we got two things that I need to handle before we do anything else. One, if you guys are all still in here and active, the Burnt Chef project I am working with, I developed a what's it called, a fundraiser for them and or with them. If you hit the link when you see it, it's called The Head and the Heart. Because it takes more than just a mind to create a dish, it takes a heart too. And with that, that's the name of the fundraiser that I'm doing with them, to raise money and awareness for the service industry and people with being in the service industry that have mental health issues. Because as you know, or as anyone who works in the service industry knows, there is a lot of mental health stress and a lot of mental health issues that go on with the workers there. We all go through it. Um, Working in the restaurant business or in the service industry in general. Um, the second one is everyone who is still active right now. I am giving away a chef's apron from my merchandise. So if you're still here and you're still paying attention, shoot me a number. Okay, I'm gonna write down a number first. I'm gonna write down a number first so that I'm not cheating, and I'm gonna send this number to Smokey on Discord so that Smokey knows I'm not cheating. Smokey, Smokey, Smokey. There you are.
Jeff, I got a question for you.
Okay, give me 1 second. I got you.
oh, here we go. Well,
So
I'm in transition mode because I gotta make myself another drink.
go right ahead. You got a minute because I'm about to do my giveaway.
I'm
The
actually just
giveaway.
what I want to make, but
Go ahead. The number pick. I picked a number between 1 and 50. I said Smokey the number. Smokey knows the number. So anyone who guesses close enough to that number is winning a chef's apron from my merchandise. Because I want to hold true to what I said. I said I was giving away a chef's apron yesterday, and I'm giving away a chef's apron today.
I just want to say the number that I had in my head before you said you were sending me the number was one number.
Really?
oh
Yeah, I was very close.
wow,
That's
that's
wild.
interesting. What do I want to make? Hmm.
I'm gonna give it a couple more, like at least another minute.
Are we doing Price is Right rules or just
Like,
closest
what do you
in
mean?
general?
Whoever's closest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoever's closest.
Okay, but what I mean, what if there's one that's one over? Are we
I
doing
think he's
Price is
saying
Right
it doesn't
rules?
matter if you're over, it's just a matter of
But what if there's someone that's one over and one under? That's what I'm saying. Is it Price
well,
is Right rules?
I'll deal with that when it happens.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
honestly, if that happens, that's a little cray-cray.
If that happens, we're gonna flip a coin.
All right. I like it. I like it. Listen, I expect the unexpected. All right, you never know.
I call tails.
Yeah.
I call tails. All right.
All right, guys, I'm gonna give it one more minute and hope all y'all can hear me. Those who are still here and active. Like I said, I'm giving away a chef's apron, and you can pick out the apron because there's 3 different aprons, chef aprons, in my merchandise.
I know I need to go get one. I need a new apron.
So
Guess
it's
your
out
numbers
there.
between 1 and 50, and you don't get to guess, Smokey. No cheating.
I'm not cheating. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
buy one. I'm gonna go buy one. What do you
You already know the number.
mean?
What you should have done was whisper me the number, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Hey, hey.
know,
Come here.
hook a homegirl up. No, all right, fine. All right. I think I'm gonna go rinse out my glass real quick. BRB.
Yo, what was the question, Mish?
Oh, okay.
While we're doing that.
Do you all feel um a way about cooks versus chefs?
No.
I don't
Okay.
personally know.
Okay.
No,
I
because
think
you know what? I mean, Smokey's a lot like I am.
Mhm.
I worked my way up from dish. I was in
Mhm.
dish one day. I was on the line uh a few months later, and then I just kept working and working. And then it was like, hey, I need a sous chef. I think you're gonna be that spot. I'm like, okay. And then
Okay.
it wasn't until I had been a sous chef for so long that I'm
Mhm.
like, I really want to take my career further. And the only way to do that for me has been within the past few years
Okay.
because I had been a line cook and a sous chef for a long time. And then I was an executive sous chef for a couple of years. And then where I'm at now, where I pretty much became um, I call it a chef de cuisine. Other places call it an executive sous or an executive chef.
Okay.
If I were anywhere else other than where I'm at, I would be an executive chef.
Okay.
So the lateral move is a chef de cuisine. Um, and I earned a certification from the ACF, the American Culinary Federation, to be a certified chef de cuisine.
Mhm.
And I wanted that paperwork behind me so bad because there were a lot of people in my culinary career that told me I'm never going to be a chef. And to have that paperwork behind me now, it's kind of like it's kind of like I'm throwing it in their face, but not really at the same time. It's just me saying, "Hey, I I did it.
Yeah.
I did it."
I asked that because throughout my years in food and drink, that has been a thing that's been brought up, a couple of times, right? I do have part of the education. My school had lost its accreditation. That's why I didn't finish out to be in culinary arts because I did do that part too. It was too easy for me to do that because it took my science and transferred some of those things over, so I didn't have to be in school long, right? So I do have some culinary um chef education. You know what I'm saying? I do have some of that. But that has been a thing that has kind of been brought up. But I know how to do a lot of things because I watch a lot of people. And just some things is just a natural to me. From me being able to I'm a natural cook. That's just pretty much what that is.
Well, the biggest thing between a chef and a cook is the
Mhm.
leadership. Like you have to be a leader to be a chef. Like you have to be able to understand how to lead the kitchen and run a kitchen.
Mhm.
And I got that from the military.
I
My
was just about
dad,
to
my
say.
dad, my dad my dad, believe it or not, was a drill sergeant for 27 years at it's
Or
so hard to say
Leavenwood.
Fort Leonard Wood.
Or,
Thank you. And
or
I don't know
Leavenwood.
why.
You just call it Fort Lost in the Woods, and so we
Fort Lost
good.
in the Woods. Yes, yes. My dad called it that several times. Um, but he was a drill sergeant for 27 years. So it's like I grew up military. So it's like to grow up military and then be in the military, that excelled me to be a chef and not just a line cook because I had leadership skills behind me.
Right. And so that's why I asked the question, because I've always had leadership. I know how to run things in real life. Like, this is not a it's not a game. I know how to run things in real life. But it's also the fact that like I said, I learn from different people. Like, I can go watch stuff. Like, I updated my skills by watching he's not bake a lot. He was one of the first people that I used to follow on there. I can't think of his name, but he was a chef. But I learned chopping
Mm.
from him, and I learned chopping from Call Me Chef G. She was on Twitch for a really long time as well. And so I learned that from them, right? I just learned it was easy. Chef Nobi, I learned a couple of them. Uh and
Yo,
just
I
kind
just
of watch.
met Chef Nobi recently, and it
Yeah,
was so nice to be there. Like, she is
uh-huh.
cool peoples, definitely cool
She
peoples.
Her mother is a chef as well. They get online and they show you things. She really can get down in the kitchen. I mean, she's just crazy.
Yo,
She's
she
fun.
wild. She
She's
wild.
wild,
I love it. I
but
love.
she's really though, like, her skills is really hands down dope, right? And you just kind of ask those questions, because when those things being brought up,
Oh, his internet just cut out. Okay.
whenever I can, if you see me, I can my plates can go up against anybody's, right? Like, I take really good pride in things. But you just hear that, and I just wanted to know how you felt about that. I get it.
Absolutely.
I get it. Some parts, so I get it.
Oh, you cut. You cut for a second.
Can you hear me now?
Now, is it my Discord? Like, what is the problem here?
No, I mean, to be honest, for me, everybody has cut a little bit here and there, but it hasn't
Yeah.
been too much to understand what they're saying.
Right.
Um, just kind of getting to Misha's point about, I guess, chef versus cook. I think that's what we're talking about here.
Yep.
I did miss the question itself, but I think I understand. I will say that at the end of the day, I don't think it makes a difference. I do think, obviously, if you've been professionally trained, you can have certain skills that potentially somebody who hasn't been professionally trained doesn't have. But I've never been professionally trained. I worked in kitchens for 15 years. My brother did do some culinary classes and whatnot, and I don't view anything different, to be honest. I think,
Mhm.
yes, it can be helpful to have courses and professional training under your belt. But at the end of the day, you can learn the skills it takes from a variety of different sources, either on the job or through watching and learning and that type of thing. And that's one thing I love to do. I mentioned this earlier, is try to teach people things that will be helpful for them. Even if you're at home, things that, like, just little changes you can do at home that can make a difference in the quality of your product and what you make for a dish, right?
Mhm.
It's not rocket science, a lot of it. It's just about making slight changes here and there. It's about preparation. It's about, technique, and it's something you can learn. It's not
Mhm.
something that you necessarily have to go to school for. It helps to go to school for it. But you can learn a
But
lot of
even then, it only gets you so far because at a lot of restaurants that I've worked at, people that come in there with oh, I have a degree. I worked at or I've got a degree from ECC as a chef. I'm like, you ain't shit.
Right.
Like there's
I'll, t-
there's
I,
there's
I'll
there's people that have come into restaurants with a degree thinking they something, and it's like, hey, guess what? That's cool.
right.
Work in the real kitchen.
I got to tell you, honestly, this is the type of thing where experience weighs just as much, if not more, than training. You
Facts.
know, you can learn just as much, if not more, through training and or watching and or learning on your own than you can through going to school for it. And you guess what? You've saved yourself some freaking money. So I just, in my mind, I don't think this is the type of thing that requires you to go to school. It's great if you can do that and if you want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Good for you. But and yeah, you can learn a lot in that sense. But I feel like you learn more in the cooking profession or just in cooking in general, hands-on experience.
Yep, I agree.
So
Um,
I don't view a big difference between someone who says they're a cook or a chef. I get some people like to say it. I did work in the industry for 15 years. I was considered a chef. I'm not sitting here. I was never culinary trained, and I'll never say I was because I wasn't, and that's it.
mhm,
It was
yeah,
all learned on the job, and I'm perfectly happy with that.
Absolutely.
that's what's up.
And I
That's
love
what,
that.
yeah, that's what, I just always tell people like, now I'm just a cook. I mean, I do have experience, education wise, but listen, I've been cooking since I was 8 years old, and I'm 45. That's a lengthy amount of time to learn
Well,
and create.
Chaos Reaper, you would love to
Look,
disagree? Agree
we
to
we
disagree? I want
Mish,
to hear what you got to say, Reaper. Come on. You need
Mish,
to drop that shit.
we're similar age. I'm low 40s. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm in my 40s too. Goddamn, cheers.
80s babies, let's fucking go.
83.
83. Do you know how many Twitch food and drink streamers were born in 83?
No, me and you. That's it.
No, there's more. There's more. There's definitely more. Let me tell you. There's definitely more. Ice Cream Posse. Do you know Ice Cream Posse?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, born in 83.
No
Rusty
way.
Rusty Rhymes, born in 83.
Rusty's. Oh my God, that's
I
wild.
both of which Jeff and Rusty I are both in my general vicinity locale wise, and I love them both. And it's all about the 83 babies. Nothing against you, Mish. We love you too. But
I mean,
it's
you gotta have the 80s in order for you to be the 83. I get it. I totally get it.
oh yeah. Yeah. Don't agree to disagree, chaos. I don't
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I want to hear it.
I mean
Okay,
yeah, no.
so
Mm-mm.
Creme,
There's a lot
Creme,
of things we can agree to disagree on, but you
facts,
youngin, we are young compared to Creme, I will
facts.
say.
Creme, okay, let me get back to what I was trying to say to Creme when I was talking about the industry and people being lazy and not wanting to work these days and the work ethic basically in general. And he's like, arrow point lazy. Creme,
I did see that.
it's the age, bro. Like we get to a certain part in our age, and I'm not gonna lie when I say it. We get to a certain see, you got like 20 years on me.
He
You've
doesn't
done
have
enough
20
for him.
years on you.
You've
He's
done
born
enough.
in the 60s, but he does not have 20 years on you. I got to be honest with you. I know exactly how old Creme is. He doesn't have 20 years on you. He's got more like 15 years on you.
So, but the idea still holds the same. Like you get to a certain age where it's like, okay, listen, I don't I'm old enough to know I don't want to deal with this. I don't need to deal with this. I don't
Mhm.
have to deal with this. Like you just
Um,
get to that point. You just get to that point in life. Just like Mish. Mish just retired. She's like, okay, I'm done.
Shoot, I'm
I
jelly.
don't need to. I don't have to. I don't want to.
I want to retire
and not going to.
now.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's like I wish I was there yet, but I know for me, it's going to be a lot later in my life because I'm still trying to rack up that 401k as much as I can.
I feel you.
I got to be completely honest with you. I don't know that I'll ever retire.
See, you know what? I've actually talked to my wife, and her and I have talked about it a couple of times, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I would want to. Like, I feel like I'm gonna end up. It's a horrible thought and a horrible oversight, I want to say. But like, I feel like I'm going to be the guy that dies in the kitchen, whether it be age, heart attack, stroke, whatever. It's like I'm gonna go out doing what I've done my whole life.
Can I respond to chaos right now?
I didn't see it yet. Hold on. Let me read it first.
There's something
Go.
in this. There's something specifically in the second half of that statement I think we can all respond to right there.
I think you meant culinary, not
Oh,
coronary.
culinary and not coronary. I know that for sure. Well, I was ignoring the spelling mistakes there, but the point of
You
him
can more
saying that culinary school teaches you discipline from doing things a certain way. There's a lot of different types of
Ooh,
schooling and things outside of school that you can learn discipline through. Let's just rewind this entire conversation and talk about the fact that Mish and Chef Mega were in the military. If you want to learn discipline, there you go. That is discipline in and of itself, way more than you're going to learn in culinary school. I have family members who are in the military. That is 100% discipline. I'm one of the most disciplined people I know that never went to the military. You do not need to go to culinary school to learn discipline. Okay? And yes, you can learn some specific techniques in culinary school. Definitely nothing more than you can actually learn online for, a few hours of your time. If you want to learn how to do this technique or that technique or that technique, guess what? You watch enough videos, you'll figure it out. You watch enough professional chefs and you can figure it out. You do
okay.
not need to spend your money and time on culinary school to learn those things. Sorry.
Oh, no,
Okay.
you're good.
Sorry.
Um,
I had to go off a little bit on there. I apologize. Go ahead.
Smokey, while you're in here, and before you cut back out again because of internet issues, um, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and pop off the winner for the chef apron. Um, and to the number I sent him, go. Matter of fact, without any kind of coercement, I sent this number to him before I started it. Smokey, can you post the number I sent you?
It's actually probably the most fair way to do it. Have Smokey post it. Smokey, I'm sorry your internet pooped out. We missed
Yeah.
saying goodbye. What? What was that, Mish?
The
No,
number
no, I was
was
saying,
dun
yeah,
dun
I
dun
decided
dun dun dun
in
dun
the
dun
Ta-da!
27.
No fucking way! Did I win?
So the winner is Whiskey Monster.
Let's fucking go!
I should have picked my
Larry
born
Bird.
day.
You know why I picked 33? Larry fucking
Whiskey,
Bird. Cheers.
whiskey. I
Oh my
do. Cheers,
fucking
big
god.
cheers, big cheers. So
Yes.
whiskey, I do have 3 different chef aprons in there. If you want to go in there and then message me, please message me via Discord so that I don't forget because I'm definitely not going to remember tonight.
Remember tonight. Remind me in the morning. This isn't happening tonight. Okay, I'm like on drink 6. All right, I'm not looking at aprons tonight, but I will check it out tomorrow.
Facts. You know what? Best. You know what?
Okay, so what was your number, Smokey? Was it 26 or 28? Because you said your original number was one number off.
28. He
Ah,
went one. He went one
29.
number.
I usually go with my favorite number, then I go with my boring.
so you went with 8.
I went with 8. Yep.
Which was what your born date?
It's the 29th.
Oh, that's right. Well, why'd you go with 8?
I usually go with one of the. I start with one of the. I went with my favorite number instead of going.
Oh, okay. So if I'd
Yeah.
gone with my favorite number, I would have lost terribly. My favorite number is 3, but I doubled it and I went with 33, which is Larry Bird. Totally
Larry Bird. Oh my
Larry
God.
Bird.
That's wild.
But
Yeah, I Larry
8 has
Bird
always
that
been my
shit.
favorite number.
50. It's like, you know what? It's so easy to pick a single digit. Let's go with a double digit.
Yep.
Okay.
But
But if
8
I'd
has been
got,
my favorite number because of Kobe too.
do you
So,
know what the funny part is? If
So,
I had gone with my born date, I would have been even closer.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
my born date is 30,
Oh, you would have been closer.
right?
All right. Good night, Cracker Jack.
well, I'm just trying to make sure I message
Smoke
Whiskey so that Whiskey
talking
sees it tomorrow.
about
Oh my God, Smokey, it was so much fun chatting with you. I had such a pleasure. I hope we get to
Yo,
do that
Smokey,
again
thank you so much for
soon.
being my co-host, man. I
Happy
appreciate you,
birthday
bro.
to
so
Smokey.
much. It was very much good to meet you and to hang out with you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
So message sent so that we both remember tomorrow.
Gracias, Mega. I appreciate it. It definitely, I wasn't gonna remember tonight, but I'm actually super excited.
Yeah, there's 3 different ones. There's a blue one, a white one, and then a throwback one that I did.
Ooh.
And the throwback one is my original logo.
Mm-hmm.
And the winner from yesterday, TTV Chicken Lady, she picked the old school one too.
I'm gonna have to check
Which
them out. They're somewhere in the Discord for me to check out, right?
yes, under the chef merch. There's a
Oh,
link in there.
perfect. Perfect. I'll figure it out tomorrow. We're not figuring
Yeah,
this
yeah,
shit out.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no worries. No worries. No worries. Um,
I
but
just
we
love winning anything, so that's like super exciting.
okay, so we are about to rate out. We are way over our usual time limit, which is usually
What?
3 hours.
Didn't he tell us earlier that we weren't talking enough? I think he mentioned that at some point or
Oh my God, here we go.
another. Trying to tell me
Well,
that we
Whiskey,
didn't say enough.
I would hate to have to agree with you. That was said, you know.
It was.
I mean,
We can rewind the tape. We can rewind the tape, but we know what we heard.
if y'all want to keep hanging out, I'll keep hanging out. But we're gonna have to
Honestly,
do a shot. But we're gonna have to do a shot.
I think we should do a shot before we read out. I think that would be a good
Let's
end to
go.
the evening, unless you want to fight me on it.
Yep,
Huh?
I'm gonna go grab me a shot.
All right. Well,
Let's go. What are we doing for a shot, peoples? Party peoples? I know Misha's probably
you still
doing
doing
tequila.
we still doing dark, so I'll do a shot of whiskey. You doing a shot of rum?
Actually, I switched to whiskey.
Did you?
So
Oh, well, let's do whiskey.
yeah, let's do
Yeah.
whiskey. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I gotta go grab a shot glass. BRB.
Okay, no worries. I got you.
Okay. Okay.
See, I'm in the kitchen already. That's why.
Oh, I got a whole display of shot glasses. I don't know if you
Oh,
know. You know what? I do not have a buffalo shot glass for Chef Mega, but I'm gonna go with the closest thing I got. Canada, eh?
Canada.
last year. So this is working perfectly for Chef Mega right here.
Oh boy.
Oh,
You are all right with me, Whiskey. You know that?
you always all right with me, Mish. I was so happy when he said, "Oh, do you want to split the stream with Mish?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go. This is gonna be
Yep.
fun. This is perfect."
All
Yo,
right.
y'all are wild. Like, I can still hear you, right? With the whole Canadian shit.
Hey, look, I got your home country, Canada, eh?
Oh my God. It is not my home country just because I'm right there on the
You're
falls.
you're on the border, okay? You're on
All
the
right.
freaking
You know what? I'm calling Ben. I'm calling Ben Torius right now.
Don't get me excited
I'm
about Ben. I love Ben. Ben Torius.
I love Ben Torius. And he's
Ben is
and
awake
he's
right now.
and he's another food and drink streamer that puts the drink back in food and drink.
Facts. Dude can talk about beer all day, every day. He does a great
No,
job.
his streams are I the minute I went into his stream and I found out about him, it was like automatic. It was like, bro, I fuck with you.
I know. I gotta agree. He puts the drink back in food and drink. I love it. He does a great job of his beer reviews and everything. He actually
Diana, welcome in.
He brews beers on stream, which
Yes,
is
yes,
so
absolutely, Creme.
cool.
Creme, I will definitely reach out to you probably tomorrow. Um, it's an off day and I'll be at home with the kids all day because they don't have school tomorrow.
Yeah,
Um,
mine don't either. Or
and,
Tuesday.
and that's kind of why we have the guests that we have tonight is because they don't have to worry about school tomorrow either.
Full
Mhm.
fact. I have to be honest with you that I told Chef Mega, I was like, look, I'll do the stream, but I need to do it on a Sunday that leads into a Monday holiday because or else I'm going to be miserable. I work very early.
Mhm.
So this was perfect. So I really appreciate you having me, Chef Mega.
I
Me too.
appreciate
Thank
both
you
you
so
ladies
very
being
much.
here for real. Okay,
This is a
mine's still in the mini bottle.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a Smirnoff kissed caramel.
Okay,
Oh,
here's my question. What do you call that mini bottle?
I'm a shooter.
A shooter? Okay, because a lot of people have different names for the mini bottles.
The
Like
mini bottles are shooters to me.
some
Yeah.
people call them airplane bottles. Some people, like
Uh
in Massachusetts,
hotel room bottles.
yeah, we call them nips, actually.
Nips.
Yeah, they're called
See,
nips.
and the wife's already yelling at me. Stop drinking my shit because this is hers.
you
I'm
stole
sorry. I'm sorry, but I there's nothing else for me to take a shot of. I love you. I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to make it up to her. I'm
Yep,
not gonna
I'm
better,
lie.
you
gonna.
better.
I'm
She-
gonna. I'm gonna.
yeah.
I'm
All
gonna.
right.
I'm gonna get her some of those. You know what she started liking? Those. What are they called? Surf sides.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
She likes the surf sides, so I'm definitely gonna buy her some surf sides to
She deserves it.
replace the second of the caramel kiss shots that I've taken.
You stealing your wife's stuff. Oh my God. I'm so glad you put him on blast, Ms.
I don't.
Mediocre.
I mean, I don't do shots. I don't
That's
do
fair.
that.
That's fair. That's fair.
true.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Mm. Ooh.
That was that was incredibly smooth. I like that.
Mixers
Uh-huh.
to replace straight vodka. Oh, she's calling you
Wait,
out.
what?
She's saying that's not going to work for her. That's what
Fail.
she just said. Yeah, she said you
Heard.
need to. She said you need to replace the vodka with vodka. That's what
And
she just.
and and here's an amazing thing. I get paid this week, so you got it, babe.
Oh, do you want to? Do you know about the creme delish? I don't drink much joke.
No.
Oh, okay. One last story. One last story before we read out, right?
Let's go.
Yep. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but Crumb and I know each other so well that I actually stayed at his house in Houston,
Okay.
well, outside Houston, whatever you want to call it, for a weekend in 2022. It was a meetup in Texas. We did that, and then we went back to his house, and I did a collab stream in person with Creme and Chef Steve.
Okay.
And so we kind of made this plan ahead of time. Mrs. Creme Delish said she wanted Bloody Marys. You can't mess with the woman of the house, right? I was like,
Right. No,
you
no.
got it, girlfriend. I'll make you some Bloody Marys. So the whole thing was I got some of the Texas vodka and I was making Bloody Marys. Guess what? Crab does not have a shaker. Try making Bloody Marys without a shaker. That was not fun. Anyway, but I was using a travel mug. But before the stream, I anticipated that Mrs. Creme Delish was gonna want more than one Bloody Mary.
Okay.
And Creme says to me, and I quote, "I don't drink much." Oh, so we're talking about one or two, maybe? Yeah. Same thing from Steve, and I was expecting this from Steve because I know Steve doesn't drink much. So I'm like, okay, so this won't be that bad. I can just make them to order, a couple for me, one or two for Steve, one or two for Creme, and then maybe two or three for Mrs. Creme Delish. Bloody Marys notoriously have about 7 or 8 ingredients. I was making them for 3-4 hours, and I will tell you, like in hindsight, yes, I should have batch made that stuff. As Steve was making the meal, Creme is entertaining chat, and approximately every 20 minutes, as I got through a round of Bloody Marys, Creme would come over to me and say, "My drink is broken." I'm like, "You mean you finished your drink?" I probably made him 4 or 5 Bloody
Oh.
Marys, okay? And he's like,
Oh.
"I don't drink much." I'm like, "You need to rephrase." His thing is he doesn't drink often, but when he does, he is a little bit of a lush, let me tell
Yo,
you.
and
And
that's
then
and
and then
that's
and then
why.
he tried to blame it on me.
He's still saying it. He said her drinks break.
Yep.
You break
Yeah.
your
Well,
drinks,
so he
mister.
tried to blame me.
Oh.
He's like, "Why'd you make it taste so good?" And so
Oh.
at first, I gotta admit, I was making his drinks a little light because we're on stream, and I don't want to make anybody drunk on stream.
Right.
Okay. And by the third or fourth time, I was like, "Fuck that! You're getting heavy drinks now. You're gonna come to me every 20 minutes with my drinks broken. All right."
That's wild.
Yeah. So
Because
that's
I already know if you guys don't know who Dana's Kitchen is, you guys should.
who doesn't.
Who doesn't?
I
Yeah.
That's
mean,
a fool.
Dana's Kitchen, I call her auntie because she reminds me of my aunt. I love her to death. But her partner,
Robbie.
Robbie, drink more, cook less. I love that. I followed him the minute I saw that name. Drink
So
more, cook less.
that same weekend, I got to go to Dana's house, and I've met Dana and Robbie. They are amazing people. Dana's food is as delicious as it looks on her stream. And Robbie and
Awesome.
I was like, "Robbie, you're making me a cocktail, right?" Robbie's the cocktail guy when she streams. And I think, but actually she has an impressive little bar for someone you don't expect to have a bar. Yeah, she's great. Her and Robbie are just a blast. I've done some collabs with them. They're great. They're a great couple. They're super cute. And I actually get to see them again next weekend.
Yeah. I'm hyped because I also we talked to Dana, and I asked Dana, Dana, I'm like, how do you feel about being a co-host for the podcast? And she's like, I'm down. She's like, just give me a few weeks to a few months. She's like, I got a lot going on right now. She's like, but once that settles, I'm in. And I'm like, bet.
She's
So,
actually a perfect person to be a co-host for a
oh
podcast.
my God, I can't wait to have her on here as a co-host. It's not going to be all the time. Her and I have already talked. It's not going to be all the time, but it'll definitely be at least a once a month thing where she's on here as a co-host,
That's
and
great.
that's gonna be a lot of fun. That's gonna be a lot of fun, especially because the last time she was on here, oh my God, did you see when she was on here?
Honestly, I've never been able to check the podcast out because of how late it is on Sundays, and it's like I said, usually I can't stay up that late. I
I get it.
typically
I
go to
get it.
sleep. Yeah, I've always wanted to be able to watch it, and I haven't, but I'm so glad I finally
All
got to
all of the
experience.
VODs, I got rid of everything pretty much VOD wise because of the limit you have to have now. So the only VODs there now are the VODs from the podcast, which I saved. I saved all of them. And I've either highlighted them so that I can keep them, or it's the actual VOD. So, but there's a clip going around with her in it, and she was in here, and I didn't know how to handle Dana at first, right? Especially Dana after dark.
See,
Yo, because
there's no such thing as whiskey after dark. I'm just whiskey.
right.
There's a one mode, and you're
Well,
gonna get it, or you're just gonna get it. That's it.
well, the whole thing with Dana was like Dana's like, I try to make it more family friendly because I stream earlier in the day and blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, I get it, cool. Like, I'm on my P's and Q's. And I told Smokey, I'm like, yo, be on your P's and Q's. Let's do this right because I don't want to upset our guest, and I want to have a good podcast at the same time. And she's like, "You swear a lot." I'm like, "Yeah."
Do you? I didn't notice.
like a drunken sailor.
Dude,
You know,
have you been to my
I
fucking
just say
stream?
I just say it
Ben,
casually in conversation.
have you been to
But
my fucking stream? Seriously.
but it was funny because when Dana was on, Dana was like, do you want me to say the word fuck to make you feel better? I'm like, yes. And she's like, well, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, there you go.
And there's a clip of it, and that's been actually a very not a very viewed clip, but it's out there, and a lot of
There you go.
people have seen it and liked it.
That's
So
fun. I love it.
it's been a whole thing. But anyways, I need you ladies to figure out who we're gonna rate out to because we always rate
Oh,
out to the guest selection.
I didn't realize. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta see who's on the
So
Twitch.
pretty much, Mish, if you want to find somebody, and WhiskeyMonstah, if you want to find somebody, we're gonna take both, and then since I don't have my co-host with me, we're gonna flip a coin for who
To
gets
be
the
honest,
raid.
for me, it's usually about trying to find somebody in food and drink, and I'm not seeing a lot of people on my list. Do
It's
you?
yeah, it's kind of late at night for food and drink.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do stream on Sundays, but not this late. I do see Cupcaked X as a potential food and drink person to stream. What do you think, Mish? Do you have anybody?
Oh, that's fine because everybody on my side that I follow I'm learning. I'm going into there so I can follow more people and that labels themselves food and drink, so I can get to know them. But
Mhm.
everything else that I have right now here is just my
Oh, who just jumped
gamers
in?
and and DJs.
Yo, Dag Panther, welcome in.
Yeah. That's the only food and drinker
We're
I
about to
have.
wait out, unfortunately.
Yep. I don't
Um,
have any food and drinkers on right now for from what I'm looking at it.
do you want me to put the name in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yep.
I'm actually looking to see on my end
That's the only one I see in food and drink. There are
if I
some
have
people
anybody.
who are food and drink adjacent, but like, yeah, it's definitely a tough time this late at night.
Yeah.
Like I said, on my end, all I have is my
I mean,
DJs.
they don't have to be food or drink. Like just like someone you guys
Oh,
recommend, like, oh my God, they're a great streamer. Go check them out, type
to be
thing.
honest, in general, I don't have a lot of people going on right now, but it's like honestly, Mish, if you have somebody in the music or whatever community who you think like we should check out, I'm happy to go check out somebody new and
I think you guys would like Cubonics if we don't get I'm sorry, who's the person that you was looking at again?
it was Cupcaked X is the one
Okay.
I recommended, but if Cubonics, is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. He's a
Mhm.
West Coast DJ. He is
Okay.
R&B on a Sunday, so it's just nice mellow music, not too
I
crazy.
actually love some R&B music. I'd be down. So,
Okay, can you throw the name in chat,
Yep, I can. Give me 1 second.
please? Doing good, Panther. Doing good. How are you?
hi Panther, good to see you. My high school mascot was the Panthers.
See, I was
That was
Wildcat.
mine. My